You guys hear me now?
Oh, there he is.
It was detecting the wrong microphone, and I don't have another microphone, so I don't know where that was coming from. Looking at possible new weapons for Megan.
Oh,
Since none of her weapons have a damage plus, I figure she really should have one that does. Like,
yeah. I'm surprised you didn't like bump her, like just her one not dancing weapon, but like just her regular weapon up. Because you let us kind of bump ours up to like at least +2-ish, like 1 or 2 depending.
And like I don't know. I could give her a defender sword, I guess.
Defender is pretty cool. I like the where
that
you
would
can
be
choose whether or not to,
Yeah, that would actually probably fit her best. Because then she can choose whether she needs to be more offensive or defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look into doing that when I can, probably.
Give her a sword of the plains so she can just cut through dimensions already.
I mean, do you care if I just give this to her? I'm not like seriously. I have a way to do it right now.
Okay, I hope you do. That's you can't just story wise.
As Megan was leaving the forest, a defender longsword appeared in her hand.
She tripped on something and then bent down and went, "Oh, what's this?" And it's a defender longsword. Like,
look at that body. Oh, look, oh, look at that body.
Are there any items you guys have been looking for lately?
Depending on
Nick has an idea.
How far we're going? Like,
what do you mean how far?
Like
in the travel?
Like, are we going to continue? I'm trying to think on my level and how far we're going, because I'm getting that one thing at level 14 that allows me to equip everything.
Mm-hmm.
So,
where you don't have to be a. That's right. I forgot about that.
So
that's like a fun one to. You want your arcane propulsion arm, Nick?
Is that the one I'm making? Is that the good one?
That's the
one that allows me to use it as a focus.
It's no.
Okay.
You can use an action to remove it. Melee weapon, which you're proficient. You can punch with it. It doesn't technically say you can use it as a focus, but I mean, that's not a hard thing.
I don't have an issue with that. Just like
there was,
I don't have an issue with somebody like saying whatever the fuck they want for their somatic component, right? Like some people are like, well, you have to chant in like ancient Elven, and like no, you get, if you want to blow somebody with a fireball and you say fuck off, that's good enough for me. I don't care.
Like you literally just need to say something. It doesn't have to be anything.
It's like if you look at like material components are where you see it the most. Like a carrot to enhance your vision or
it's
like
all just
it's psychological stuff. It's you believe it works, so it does. So like
was it see invisibility as like dust or something? So you would just blow it onto the person, and that's how you see invisibility.
Yeah, it's like
that video is like magic's not real because all it is just you use these items in a magical way.
Well, it's like the way I see it. If something is important to you and meaningful to you in your progression as a character, you can use it as a focus. Who cares? Right?
Well, I also think focus is it's one of those like, oh, you can't hold this and this because you're focused. It's like, no, like paladins, for instance, they can just slap a holy symbol on something and then boom, that's their focus, technically. And it's like, I feel like that should just be the same for everything, but that's just me.
Well, I mean, what does the holy symbol do? Is it powerful because it's powerful, or is it powerful because the symbol is meaningful to you?
Right. It's the exactly. The symbol is meaningful, so that's why it works. So should be the same thing. If Dowroc gets an arm, he should be able to be like, well, this is my focus now. I can blast stuff out of my arm. Well, there you go, Nick. So technically no, but yes.
There's one. I can find it. There's an arm I'm specifically looking for.
Okie dokie.
Is it a...
It might be a homebrew, but it's...
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I'm trying to remember what else there was.
I probably like that Tome of Intelligence at one point.
Is that the +2 to your intelligence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of liked this one. I came across this, and I thought about it before I took the Tome of Leadership, and I forget what else is part of the book, but it's called Mistral Mantle. It's a coat, but it's while wearing it, you have resistance to cold, and then when you move within 5 feet of a creature, this is just always on, like there's no charges. When you move within 5 feet, you can use the cloak's cold wind to buffet the creature. They have to succeed on a DC 14 saving throw or take a D6 and then knock prone. And they can only do that once per turn, but you can literally just move in and out of people, and they just have to make a DC 14 or get knocked prone.
Here it is.
I'm like, yeah, that's kind of cool. And then you can do Sleet Storm as well, once per day on it. But I was like, that sounds pretty funny. Move up next to somebody, knock them prone, and then you have advantage on your attacks against them.
Ooh, so it's not only a cool arm, but it gives you the Sawza sword.
Yeah.
Huh.
Pretty much. It changes to magic, so I'm going to say it's like Vash the Stampede's arm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's it called? Wait, is it a homebrew you said, or?
Yeah, it's in I posted it.
So I thought of so you know how we were talking about Cartomancer and all that kind of stuff? So I thought of a way to actually roll that into Zack's story. So you remember how I said I was going to potentially take the Ritual Caster and work with Val? So instead, because I didn't take the Ritual Caster feat, she works with illusions. And to amplify Zack's Mask of Many Faces, he wants to learn a little bit more of illusion type things. And so when you get to a feat level as a warlock, you can switch out an invocation. So I switched out Agonizing Blast because I really don't blast people a ton.
Yeah.
I usually do it only if I need to. And I switched in with Misty Vision so I can do Silent Image at will. And I gain a cantrip, so I got Minor Illusion, so I can combo them to make a sound moving image, potentially for, role play, that kind of stuff.
Nice.
So that was going to be kind of like how the deck would end up kind of magical, that kind of thing. Like doing like that type of magic. I don't know if Dimensions might be too strong. I don't know. I don't know if that would be too strong, the deck of Dimensions that we talked about, or that I showed you.
Yeah.
That might be a little too, I don't know, because I mean it just teleports really, but I mean
I'm looking at it. It's I don't know. I don't think it's too powerful. It's not that bad.
I mean, yeah, because I love the the get out of jail free. So like, let's say I disguise self and I try to infiltrate something. If I put a card down, I can just, if worst case, basically transport back to the card, and so I can get out of harm's way if it doesn't work out. So I guess that would probably be the one that I would choose if it's not, too much.
Is there anything? Is there anything that Lloyd would want?
Let's see. There was something that I.
All right. Well, while you're looking at that, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'll be back. I'll be back in 1 second, and then I'll start narrating what's going on. So.
There's so many different.
All the bullshit that happened last time happened. You
Previously, a lot of shit happened.
Yeah, you participated in the battle for the Wolfwood, which you may have won if the main villain himself hadn't shown up and just owned everybody.
Like you should. Which
sets an interesting precedent in y'all's minds that it's possible that he'll go to each of these places himself if he needs to, which kind of gives you a little kick in the butt to pick up your pace a little if you can.
Yeah.
Everything happens in kind of a blur for a little while. You manage to get the injured Joseph back to some of his people. You notice
we saved them.
You notice that people of the Wolfwood are kind of coming back together. Many of them had gone into hiding while this was happening. And there have been casualties, but they're not... They could have been worse, let's put it that way. And you're able to kind of hand Joseph over to healers from the town, or whatever you would call it, the city. Well, you meet up with some leaders who, based on what they tell you, they were kind of leading the brunt of the defense. And yet, the initial force was so overwhelming that it's clear that their efforts would not have been enough if you guys hadn't been here. Eventually, you were able to get away, making sure Joseph is in a safe place, and hearing people talking about names and numbers and injuries that you don't really mean anything to you because you don't really know these people. And you're able to return to the clearing where the rest of your party was left behind, and you find people and wolves have scouted around and found the injured, and they're helping them to recover. Seems like everybody survived. You were kind of led back to safety with the rest of the injured, and you're finally able to sit down as a whole party again and even talk to Camilla, who is in better shape than her brother, about what she has been able to glean from people reporting into her now that she is technically in charge, being the only member of the leadership family who is conscious. She kind of sits down with you in the midst of like a little triage camp that's been set up outside one of the local hospices, and you guys are free to talk to her if you want to. She starts off by saying, my brother will be on his feet again in a day or two, but my father is in worse shape than that. The regular healing that we've employed has been able to stabilize him, and I think perhaps in the heat of battle with adrenaline flowing, maybe the same amount of healing would have given him the strength to fight on a bit longer, but now that everything's settled down, he needs his rest. I don't think the healers would risk waking him in less than a week, and even then he won't be out of bed by then. He kind of looks around at everybody working, and including the wolves of the spirit pack are all over the place, trying to sniff out any more enemies and any more injured. And she says the pack that protects this place is still active. They're still doing their job, but I have attempted since the fighting ended to commune with the spirit wolf, and I can't. It sounds, based on accounts of the battle, that it made no appearance to defend this place, and that surprises me. I think the only answer must be that when the staff was taken away from here, the wolf was taken too, and it stayed away from the fight in the hopes that that wouldn't happen if it was not involved. And she kind of looks at the trees and says, this place is without protection now. We are still well hidden traditionally, but the magic defenses that hide us away are gone. It's possible that someone can find us simply by searching hard enough, and that terrifies me.
Is there no alternative methods to potentially trying to put some kind of barrier up that might be able to conceal the location a little better? Or
she says, she looks around again, and you see where she's looking. There's some people in nature themed robes mobilizing. She says our clerics and our druids are spreading out and putting more traditional defenses in place, and we have sent word to the other communities here in the woods to do the same for themselves. They still draw power from the wolfwood tree, so it's possible that those defenses will be as strong as the ones that came before, but I can't be sure. We need our magic back. We need the wolf spirit back as quickly as possible. And she kind of looks at you guys and says, I can't leave here. I need to be here for my people. My brother will too when he is able to move around again. Our father did so much to hold this place together. I'm not even sure what all duties he had taken upon himself by the end. Until he's up and about, at least able to speak and tell us advise us. We have to sort of make our way for ourselves. I can't leave here. Can I trust you to go after the staff?
Zack would just kind of do a glance over at everyone else in the party and just kind of try to read their faces. I mean, yes. I mean, obviously we're going to say yes, but yeah, he'll turn back and say yes. You can definitely trust us with something like that. Would you be able to be in charge then? I'm trying to think the best way to word it. Since your father is incapacitated, would you be okay to run Wolfwood in his absence?
She says...
Because there should be nobody else, right? I mean, there should be...
She says, I'll make do. I and my siblings have always felt that I would be the best to succeed my father anyway. And we will survive. We're survivors. You don't have to worry about us beyond this point. Even those people, they already have what they came for. They're unlikely to return.
Yeah, so at least the strong individuals, or the ones that potentially do the most damage, shouldn't come back. Is there a way that, because I forget if we finished the, I don't think we did, the learning how to travel, fast travel kind of, through the trees to find the place?
She says that she can search his belongings and see if there's if he had done work on if he had started work on any magical item that would allow you access to the network of trees.
Gotcha.
We'll actually kind of realize, hey, I can tell people to do that for me now, and send a couple of youngsters off to do it.
I'm gonna say she's probably not used to being able to. You go do this.
Yeah, she'll send one of her animal companions along with them, and you can just kind of assume that by the time they get back, you'll have a little token that'll allow you to use the tree network to get in and out of the forest.
I posted the item for potentially Lloyd.
Okay.
Cloak of Displacement, so he a little bit more defensive since he gets a little closer nowadays.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, that's fun.
All right. Dowroc will say, I know you may be worried now, but I think the people of this forest coming together is a bit... the staff is basically a tool. It's a powerful tool, yes, but the people here are the true power behind the staff.
That's true.
You can get it back.
Wolfwood staff is nothing without its people.
Yeah.
She nods and smiles and says thank you. I'm sure you're right. Still,
We'll definitely get it.
Yeah, if that staff is dangerous enough that they would come for it, we can't let them have it.
Well, and trust us, we're going after them for multiple reasons. The staff is just another reason to make sure that we stop them.
It says, yes, I guess they are your quest anyway, these people. You would encounter the staff again, regardless, wouldn't you?
Yes, I think they would.
She says, fortunately, the staff can only be wielded by one of my family's blood. So its individual magical power can't be used against you.
Well, I forget, does she know about the man in the wood?
Yeah, but
Are we under the same, like, where she was kind of under Zack's train of thought of, like, that can't be him somehow?
Yeah, she kind of doesn't believe it is.
Okay.
Figures that they were just trying to confuse you. As you're talking, though, you do have people kind of coming up to her, whispering information in her ear, and she will explain. It seems that they entered the forest by sending one ahead of them, someone who was able to follow the path, and they were able to create a gateway for the rest of theirs to follow. The magic has been destroyed, but that is concerning. We will have to adjust our defenses to try to prevent this from happening again.
Yes.
And she kind of takes a
hopefully
second.
To change it. Huh?
She kind of looks thoughtful, like she's still listening to you, but she's thinking about something. She doesn't say anything else though.
Okay. I would just say, yeah, it'd probably be a good idea if you can try to think of some way to alter your security a little bit too. I mean, I know it's going to be different because the staff's not there, but something that I would hate to say it would potentially somebody from here may not be able to easily maneuver. Just because while I don't believe that the individual is Johan, certain things about him had to do with Johan. Like he was able to do or say certain things, so they might be able to have memories, or maybe it's a projection, something. And so if it's something that's known here, they might be able to know it already as well. So I guess try to be different.
She kind of whispers. She kind of whispers under her breath. She says, "It had to have been him that did it. He wasn't involved in any of the fighting we've seen."
Who?
The man in the woods.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if she was referring to him or.
She says, "One of us."
The guy resurrecting. That guy. Random town guy.
She says,
"Yeah."
She says one of our dedicated rangers would have known how to use the trees to bring their allies here. But remember, Johan never really learned the tree network.
Yeah.
So
that means he probably wouldn't have.
So you could tell you could tell she's a little more worried now that it could be Johan, but she doesn't say that out loud. She says, I must go and discuss things in more detail with my people. I will, when my scouts return with whatever item my father was fashioning for you, I will have it sent to you, and you are welcome to make your way out of the forest whenever you choose. You should feel no obligation to stay behind and help us beyond what you've already done. You've already done enough.
I guess a part of me wants to say, let's stay, because we would be there for the long rest anyway, so I guess during the long rest, I would say that Zack would have gone around to try to, while between talking and stuff, try to help out. Maybe some destroyed things, I'm sure, in the town. So.
How is the second party doing?
Yeah.
None of you guys are in particularly good shape right now, but you're not dying or anything right either. If you got into another fight right now, things would go poorly. But
I tell you that Lloyd's mental state is he is super upset for multiple reasons. Because one, he got frozen and basically he saw everyone else, if I remember correctly, he literally saw everyone else go down first as he's just paralyzed there. And so he's just watching everybody just drop like flies, which was, a huge shot to his ego since he just basically one-shotted the other guy.
Yep.
So he's kind of doing the Vegeta where he's standing off in the distance, just kind of, brooding by himself.
Makes sense. Okay. You guys can take a long rest here now that this is all done. Or you could take a short rest and then head out and hope for a long rest in transit. It's up to you. The people that were sent to find the token do return with it. It's a little... It looks like Joseph actually carved it himself. It's like a branch from a tree with a wolf's face carved in it. And when you hold it and concentrate, if there is a tree nearby that'll take you to the edge of the forest, you kind of see a magical glow around it.
Oh, okay. Like a transporting dowsing rod.
Yeah, more or less. And if it's not near enough for you to see it, you kind of feel a tug in that direction.
Okay. I will thank her. I guess I'll go to the party, and I mean, as much as I don't want to do a long rest here, I don't even know if a short rest is really going to help us a ton, because we were all knocked out pretty much. So we had no real power to us. Now, yes, during transit would be a nice time for a long rest, but on the off chance that we do fight something on the way there, we're probably not in the best shape for it. So I would recommend maybe staying, unless somebody has an objection, to stay here and then leave first thing, like bright and early tomorrow morning.
I'll put it up to a vote. Megan votes to go, but Val votes to stay.
Canceling each other out, DM. All right, Dowroc,
Megan kind of glares at her for a second, but I mean she does that a lot. So
also because I actually already did a long rest and I don't remember what my stats were.
Yeah, it's fine. It wouldn't have mattered either way, honestly. But you know,
Lloyd agrees with Megan on leaving now. So everyone that's got 2 characters vote either way. So Nick, what is Dowroc and Bryn thinking?
They also vote. They also each vote a different way.
I was gonna say, dang it.
Just gonna look at Lloyd, see how beat up Lloyd is.
You can tell he's determined as well. So he's because how far is it? I guess Zack will be asking this to her. Like, how far is it to? Well, because we should be able to use the trees to get like the tree teleport to get out now, correct?
Yeah, you'll be able to just jump to the edge of the forest and move on from there.
So we would be down toward, if I remember the map right, we wouldn't be terribly far from like what, Hallbrook and stuff.
Yeah,
I think that's like right near the.
Dowroc goes to leave.
All right.
What about Bryn?
What is Bryn? Yeah, what does Bryn vote?
So she's just following Dowroc. The vote to leave.
All right. So, Zack will thank Mela, and we'll gather up our stuff, and then we'll head out.
All right. Using the token that you received, you're able to find a tree near the outskirts of the settlement that you feel will take you where you need to go. And joining hands together, your group touches the tree, and you are pulled into a small grove sort of across the road from the bulk of the forest, just outside of the town of Lake Town.
Oh.
And looking up at the town, you see an airship docked there at one of the taller buildings.
Yes.
And
well, I mean, I say we move on. We move toward the building.
Yeah. You enter town, and the people there, they've seen you guys around enough times now to kind of, for like the few of them to know who you are, to have kind of, they would be able to spread any rumors about you, you know? And it seems from the whisperings that guards from the king's capital are looking for you. They have been out on the streets patrolling the border of the woods for a day since the airship showed up, looking to transfer control of the airship to you and your party.
Oh, okay, in a good way. I guess I'm used to like people looking for us for bad reasons.
So you guys are you bump into a guard who has kind of been drafted into service for that reason by the Capitol Guards, and he takes you to meet up with them, and they ferry you aboard the airship.
Sweet.
And he explains, most of us won't be going with you. We'll be marching back home pretty much immediately at this point.
How big is the airship? Like, is it like kind of like just a boat in the air? Like, is it like a smaller one? Is it? I mean, I assume it's a smaller-ish one, but
yeah, it's not that big. It looks like
is it cockpit? Like you have to sit in seats the whole time, or like a plane, or is it like you can walk around actually and like?
It looks like a small to medium-sized sailing ship, just in the air.
Okay. Got it.
And you get the sense from the way it's laid out that it was used to transport sort of low-level dignitaries and their staff, because there's room for like upwards of like a dozen people if you sleep them correctly.
Okay.
And no, you don't have to remain seated. You can walk around and stuff. The guard does explain that there will be a pilot left on board who will fly the ship for you.
We appreciate that.
He also
I'm a captain.
He also hands you
sailing boats, not necessarily airship. Now, granted, Zack is going to take an interest in it, but
so different.
He also hands you each set of papers and says these are your passports, and you kind of look at them, and there's ones with 2 different sets of stamps. He says the first will allow you access by air to the Kingdom of Corwood. The other will allow you passage with a stop-off at one of the military checkpoints at the border first into the southern region, where I don't know if it's known to any of you, since it's not exactly common knowledge, but teams of military officers and researchers have been looking to reconstruct the history of the High Elves since their fall. From what I understand, one of the objects of your quest is located somewhere in the southern region. The average citizen is not allowed access to that area without permission. And that would be, you guys figure, the volcano.
The volcano. Because we only, correct me if I'm wrong, we've only got the pictures for 2 of the groups, right? For eventually when we go to the towers.
Yeah, you have...
right? We have the sky, we had the sky for heroism, I think?
Yeah. And
then
the
flame spire for trial.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it weird that I'm more nervous about the 3 of them? Because I feel like they might be stronger because there's only 3.
No, it is not weird at all.
Oh.
Though I can tell you which one Zack wants to go to the heroism, the sky one, but we're not to that point yet.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
And so, assuming that you guys are ready to head out and are still heading toward Corwood first, after he gets the rest of his guards off the skyship, after kind of resetting it for you, like setting it up, you're able to set out at your own leisure. Like, you guys can nominate a specific captain if you want, but the pilot will follow the direction of any member of your party. And he does say, though, as he's getting ready to leave himself, the guard, you can tell he's kind of like the head of the group assigned to make sure you guys have the airship in the first place. He says, oh, and before I go, to thank you for arriving in time to save her life, our court wizard back home has gone through some of the castle stores and assembled a collection of magic items that she thought you may be able to find some use in. It's in the hold on the lower deck, aft.
Oh, well, we appreciate that.
He says, and he kind of gives you a wink and says, "Don't worry, I managed to keep my men out of there, so it should all be as she left it."
Zack will chuckle back in return. Just, oh no, appreciate it. We'll have to definitely check that out then.
And he lowers himself off the ship by there's kind of like a weighted pulley system that lets you exit and enter pretty quickly.
Dowroc's gonna give the head guard like a letter just explaining what happened in Wolfwood, and a man appeared with a gold and opal staff and was able to pretty much disable the head of Wolfwood for the time being.
Assuming that whatever details of that you actually passed on to the guard, he wouldn't understand them at all. He said
just the letter.
Okay.
The letter explains
Okay.
to the king.
Well, he thanks you for the consideration. And,
I don't understand anything.
Thanks you for the consideration and pledges to have it delivered as soon as possible.
I'm sure that you'll know what the gold and ivory staff mean. So
well, and I'm sure you put in there something along the lines of like, hey, you might want to buff up security a little bit or beef up security because so
things just got real. So
yeah, things got real. So you might want to be a little more on your toes because they were able to get to a secret village that nobody can find unless they're from there.
Yeah,
I feel like they could get into your capital.
Like the king talks to them semi-regularly, and even he can't actually get there.
Yeah, see?
All right, so as he leaves, you guys can go immediately to the hold and check out those items if you want.
Sure. Because I mean, well, actually, do we know how long the travel is from here to Gorewood? Like how long we're going to be in the air?
You have to follow certain flight procedures to get into another country, so it'll be at least a day, depending on the winds.
Okay.
Funny to me. It's like you can't park here yet. I don't think that we're gonna have to park somewhere there that's not direct in Corewood. I don't know how it would be under John's imagination on how Corewood handles an airship, because I don't think they don't have they might have ship technology that Dowroc is unaware of. So
well, how do they usually get like their exports out, or do they really export anything?
Just
I have to imagine they export something, but do they just like send it by
boat?
Land-based?
Yeah, they trade with Byzantia, and
I think it's by boat.
They transport mostly ores, and they transport by boat, or they carry them through the mines that connect mountains on their side of the border to the foothills on the Byzantian side. I imagine that they could have airship technology if they wanted to. Like they're advanced enough.
And you just mean like how they react to it, or if they just have space for us?
You know, the airship can kind of hover. It can be kind of put into like a magical station keeping position where like it would take really powerful storm winds to move it. So like a high enough peak, you could park it next to an opening. That'd be fine, and I imagine that's something that happens fairly often. Just because like Byzantia, like their nobility would, if they're traveling into Corewood for some reason, would take an airship, or any like I imagine some percentage of like Byzantian exports into Corewood would come by air, because they bring a greater variety of like food and crops than the people of Corewood can grow on their own. So they would have places where airships can dock. You would probably have to come in, though, since you guys aren't nobles, at one of the places where they usually drop off goods, unless you can get special permission to stop at some place more important, which Dowroc might be able to get for you if he wants to.
We'd have to be able to send a message ahead of time, though, if he wants to go that route.
Yeah, the ship would have kind of like a magical ability to like send the message spell back and forth.
Oh. I'll leave that to Dowroc if he wants to do that or not. So
he's definitely doing
it. Okay. So.
Okay.
Is there somewhere in particular that you want us to land then?
What's the map? Is there particular...
I mean, I don't have particular areas in Corewood selected out. I figure... Hold on a second. Did I not?
Dowroc would probably go the quickest way would be to what you assume would be the way for how nobles would enter, like a certain like important VIP entrance, pretty much.
Yeah.
He has to make his entrance.
Now the Corwood capital is kind of like if you look at the map. Let me find like an actual image of the map that I could put in there. Since Corwood exists across the northern and southern halves of the continent, just like Byzantia does, the capital is located kind of halfway up the total length. So it's actually pretty far north relative to where you guys are. Here's two maps for you. One of them shows where the capital is, and then the other one shows where the inverted tower is, basically as far north as you can go. And like, I don't know, if there's anything specific that you want us to do here, Nick, those are the two primary locations to do them, unless you have somewhere else in mind, but like, I don't know, like, I don't really have the exact layout of Corwood mapped out yet, so like, I don't know, if there's a person you wanted us to encounter, that would kind of more determine where we go than anything else.
So the capital's fine.
Okay, so
we're gonna go. We can. Don't know how many days it would take. Where we're parking. How many days would it take to get to the capital, or
the capital being up by Dragon territory as well? You would have to come into Corwood's airspace somewhere further south, and then travel the rest of the way up north from within Corwood's borders. Being at Lake Town, which is the other end of the continent, basically. I don't know, if the winds are favorable, it would still take you about a day to get there, so long as nothing goes wrong on the way. Because, like, whether they use airships or not, the dwarves would have ways to defend against them, obviously. So you would kind of move kind of northwest, I guess, until you're kind of up by Dragon Watch, like set to cross into Corwood, kind of at that same like latitude, and then move up toward the capital from there. You would need to request entry and read off your credentials as you're kind of entering their airspace, which, I mean, that's the same thing you'd really have to do if you're entering from the ground, so Dowroc would know about that.
Pretty much the route he took he just traveled south to get to Holbrook.
And to be clear, if you can kind of you'll have to show somebody your papers eventually, right? So like you would probably want to dock at the capital anyway, long enough to do that, to show it to an official.
Yeah.
But that would be where Dowroc's father is, if we want to have any interactions with him, or anybody else who would logically be there. Or we can just pass on after we check in and do that. It's up to you.
Well, before we just to role play a little bit, backtrack. Let's visit the. Cause are we saying that we're currently moving, or are we just devising the plan of when we're moving?
That's up to you guys too.
Oh, the only thing I wanted to say was, before we actually do it, I was just gonna like have people do things on the airship on the way. So if we just want to talk about what we're gonna do, that's fine. Or if you want to just do that part first.
Well, first let's talk about the magic items then.
Okay.
Because that would be something to do. Checking the hold where all the magic items are thrown in for you guys.
Just chucked into.
Well, they're packaged well, but like you go in and you start like unwrapping weapons and opening up chests, and you find.
Oh, Zack found a defender sword.
Overall, a collection of items about on par with or inferior to what you're already using. But
terrible.
Amongst some more magical items, you find a mysterious deck of cards.
Oh my god. Oh boy, it begins.
Yeah.
The deck of many things.
No,
Lord.
it's your deck of dimensions.
No, I know.
I would.
I really thought it was a deck of many things. I'll be like, oh my. I get into that, and it's just like, I'll draw it.
Dowroc just walks up and just draws a card right away. Wait.
You also find a cloak that is giving off magical energy, a strange book, and what seems to be an incomplete mechanism that, already in its current state, could work as a prosthetic arm. But there are some plans included along with it, as well as a note written out by the court wizard that just kind of generally explains that this was a piece of magical technology that one of her predecessors tried to build, and she believes all the pieces are here to finish it, but he was never able to make it work. After meeting you guys, she thinks that maybe Dowroc could. That is the adamantine arm. And
it's like it's just been sitting there like for ages.
It's perfect.
And rolled up in some like animal skins for travel, amongst some other weapons. Megan finds a defender longsword and screams "Gimme!" and then starts swinging it around for practice.
Aha!
Lloyd unwraps it, the sword, and just
Lloyd unwraps the sword, and she opens up the cloak, and they just kind of look at each other and just hand each other the. Here you go. You should have that one. What was the book that was found?
That is Val is going to take interest in that and kind of walk off with it. Looking it over while you guys are dealing with other stuff.
Okay.
Dowroc is gonna ask Lloyd how he's doing. He looked a little more upset than usual.
Lloyd will respond. I've just never felt quite so useless before. It was quite painful to watch that. And he just kind of clenches his fist, and you could just see that he's just like, we need to find this madman again.
Well, we'll be heading to a place where we can meet a mad woman, so...
He looks at Dowroc kind of like with a confused look on his face.
I know how it feels to feel powerless, to be able to stop something from happening to someone you care about, so... The person you're after may be gone, but the person I'm after is still at my home, waiting for me, so... We're about to face her.
Well, then we shall face her together.
Alright, so as you guys are chilling out, talking about stuff, Lloyd is going to gravitate towards the magic cloak. That's his cloak of displacement. And Zack will gravitate toward the deck of cards. And kind of feel power from them that he feels like he could, make use of. And you're all able to kind of go off on your own and begin attuning to them if you want.
How many items were in total?
Let's see.
4? Is it 4?
5 if you include the book, but we don't know. You guys don't know what that is yet.
I'll use 4 things of identify, because the Dowroc was left instructions of what it is, so he doesn't really need to identify his, so he'll just use his 4 first level spells to identify what those things.
You're a ritual caster, right? You can just ritually cast identify.
That's it?
Right? Isn't Artificer a ritual caster?
Oh yeah, it has an R next to it. Yeah.
So you can just spend 10 minutes and just technically identify each one.
Okay.
As you go, so you don't have to granted we're going to get a long rest, I would assume anyway, so. But.
When you go to identify the book, Val is...
Oh, I don't want... Val is going to let me.
Val's actually going to say, there's no need, I already know what it is, I just have to decide if I'm going to use it or not.
Do we perception check
Insight.
or insight check? That's what I meant. Insight check.
Okie dokie.
Necronomic. It's a cursed item.
17
She
plus 19.
She seems a little nervous about the power of the book,
Oh,
but like when she sees you being like scrutinizing her, you say, "Don't worry, it's nothing dangerous. It's just it's something that if I use it, no one else can, and I'm not sure I'm the right one yet." And she seems to be being honest.
Okay. Well, I mean, Zack at least won't push any further or anything like that, so they'll let her leave.
Yeah, so she kind of goes and sits on the deck, and like where she can see the sun starting to come down, and starts kind of flipping through the book, but she hasn't really done anything like magical with it yet. Megan is gonna stand kind of on the other side of the deck where she has some room and start practicing with the sword, doing some light drills with it.
That's going to be a nice bump for her, isn't it? Because isn't Defender's a +3, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know if she's always going to keep it at that, but yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, I mean, like, yeah, to adjust the AC and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be at least, hopefully, help her.
Something. Okay. What do the rest of you guys do?
So Val seems very just by herself though, like she doesn't want to be near anybody.
I don't know. You could try to approach her if you want.
I'm gonna have Zack try to approach her.
Is it back? Is that not?
Well, no, I was just gonna say what Lloyd was gonna do. Lloyd was gonna approach Megan, and jokingly, like not an actual spar, but to do like a little fun spar thing because his cloak is an evasive cloak while her sword is an offensive sword. So just like not an actual fight, but just to play spar with each other, kind of.
Okay.
Just a.
Is there an issue to add one more thing for Bryn?
Depends
on what it is.
The Boomerang shield.
Oh yeah, sure. That's fine.
I didn't know if somebody had that, or if somebody. I forgot who had the Boomerang shield. I didn't know.
Zack had it, but during the 6-month gap, I roleplayed that he got rid of it or left it on the boat or something. So he didn't have it on.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely something that the Capitol would have access to. It's perfectly reasonable that they would have sent one along with the rest of the equipment.
Boomerang. So Zack's gonna approach Val, and very addressed that he's coming, not trying to sneak up on her because he doesn't want her to think that he's trying to catch her or what she's doing with the book, maybe, or what the book is. Because I don't know if she's currently messing with the book or is she just kind of sitting off to the side right now.
She's leafing through it, like she's trying to decide something. She's not really reading it. It's like she's lost in thought, but her thoughts are focused on the book.
So yeah, Zack will approach and he'll just kind of greet Val and see if she takes her attention away from the book or if she's kind of blocking everyone else out at the moment.
She looks up and smiles and nods at him.
So I know. Sorry, this is Zack talking now. So I know that you're good with illusion magic, and I know that I kind of dabbled with it a little bit myself, and I'll use disguise self on myself, and I'll just turn myself into like an orc or something for a second, and then I'll undisguise self back to normal. And with what's coming up, your illusion powers are really good, and so I didn't know if just during our travels that'd be something that you might help me kind of learn or fine-tune some things.
She says, I'd be happy to. You should know, though, my power over illusions, I've specialized in it because it's the only thing I've ever really been good at. It's not that I have a particular talent for it. I don't know how good my instruction will be, but I'll do my best.
No, I appreciate that. And out of character, I guess. How many attunements does she have right now? Is she full, or does she have any?
She's full up.
Okay. Okay, then, yeah, never mind. Zack would just say, no, but I appreciate any help that you can give, and if there's anything I can do in return, I'd be happy to help you.
She says, well, I'll think about that. I'd ask you to teach me to use, she said it kind of comedically, I'd ask you to teach me to use a sword, but I don't even know if I could hold one of those up.
Oh, this thing, it's overrated anyway. I mean, heck, Lloyd can just create a sword out of thin air, so he might actually be a better one to teach you something like that.
She kind of.
Granted, I don't know if we could teach him.
Magic weapon.
She kind of looks at Lloyd for a second and says, "That's an interesting suggestion."
I said, magic weapon. Cough, cough.
Oh. Well, you can use Shadow Blade or Flame Blade and stuff, so it's like it's not going to weigh anything necessarily because it's just a spell in his hand. But just Zack will say to her though, it's like, I know sometimes you find yourself struggling in battle because you feel like you can't be as offensive because you're trained in illusions. So, you know, if there's anything, like I said, that I'd be able to do to help, maybe. I know you're not going to be fully offensive or anything like that, but if you want to learn some tricks or something that might be able to help, I can do what I can.
She kind of nods appreciatively and says, "It's a deal."
So the reason, out of character, the reason I ask about her attunement slots is she's probably not willing to unattune from anything. I would assume.
It would depend on the reason.
Well, well, I guess we don't have to technically do it right now, but out of character, Zack had the Ring of Spell Storing still in his backpack that he got from Gadwin. So he would propose that if she wants to have at least access to some offensive spells, as a team, we can power some spells into it, so that way if she's ever caught in a situation, she at least can cast something offensively instead of just an illusion.
She will say that doesn't sound like a bad idea, and she will remove a different ring from her finger to make room for it.
Okay. So yeah, then Zack will give her the Ring of Spell Storing in order to, that way. Now granted, Zack's probably not the one to cast something into it, but that would be more probably Lloyd or Dowroc, but I'm trying to think. Well, let's see, something on Zack that might... Does she have a... I don't know what her spell list is. Does she have a way to get out of trouble? Or... She probably doesn't need that, does she?
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario,
he'll do a level 1 cast of Crashing Wave into the ring as he gives it to her, and he's like, that's at least getting you started to have something available to you. And then, yeah.
What does...
And then just as it zooms out, providing she doesn't want to say anything anymore, as it kind of, in my mind, zooms out, you just see them kind of, making like small illusions and stuff in his hand and stuff while they're talking to each other. Okay. While it kind of goes to other people.
Dowroc and Bryn, he'll be talking to Bryn during that time, just letting her know what she should, reminding her of the lesson, like some of the royal etiquette and things like that he spoke to her about in Corwood or in Border Town, just things like that, as he's working on IGO. And then he's going to spend his 8 hours, that long rest, pretty much giving him this. Then he's going to just come up to the group, and once everything's done, he's going to tell them about Corwood, just about some of the people that they could potentially meet, like his brothers. Griffin Corwood, he's more of the boisterous type person, being the crown prince and all. As my second brother Magus is more of a business type, more quiet. kind of takes care of some of the other duties that his mother neglects and pushes on him pretty much, that she just feels like she doesn't need to do or doesn't want to do. Pauses. And then my mother, Queen Anaria, she's quite the force of nature. Her presence is she has this kind of a pressure to her. She's very quick to anger. And like I've explained to Megan, she has a more of a, what you've done before, she has a more mastery of that. And she can sometimes let her bloodlust become too much to control. We've never really got along, the three of us.
Megan will say, I can understand why. I may have a similar quality to myself, but one of my biggest concerns is controlling it and focusing it to do right by people. I can't imagine someone who shows less of a concern for that.
You have no idea. The person we met in prison, as I think it was more of a private conversations that they all had. Megan thinks that when they met Old Din, the person that she's afraid of becoming is pretty much the epitome of Queen Anaria.
Megan doesn't say anything else yet, but she's like she's clearly thinking about something. Please continue, otherwise though.
My father, he's more of a stoic kind of leader. He's a man of few words, but a lot of action. He believes he has a lot of pride for his kingdom, and his kingdom shows a lot of belief in him. And don't underestimate him, though he hasn't really shown me favor. He hasn't really interfered with my brothers and what my mother does. So I'm not sure if it's him trying to teach me a lesson or trying to make me to figure out what I need to do, but he keeps it from going too far. Some good news is I don't know if she'll be there or not, but my teacher may be there, Lady Mara. She always told me to specifically, she's pretty much aloof. She's told me 2 rules. Don't be claimed by another, and don't let her in while she's out drinking. Don't be around her while she's drinking.
When she's drinking?
Yes. So you will see what happens. We can visit my other teacher, Sinmas Taven. He's pretty much the one that, while Lady Mara was teaching me about following just the nature of magic itself, he's the one who pretty much helped me in building Igo and my arm again. He's really the only one that thinks like me in the capital, but he's very knowledgeable and one of the very important figures of Corwood. Okay.
In that case, for the time being, I'm going to let you decide what we do. Kind of take the reins. I don't know which of these people you want us to bump into and which ones you don't.
Well, first, I would say we are going to, Dowroc is going to ask Tom, like the person in charge of the magical messenger, just to send word that Prince Corwood is the 4th is going to be arriving within the next day.
Well, he's kind of the flight captain, I guess. He explains that there's like a magical stylus almost, and attached to a contraption with a crystal. and he says you can write out any message you want to say, or you can speak it to the crystal, and it will send it to the nearest designated receiver.
I think he's probably gonna try to see if he can. Does it have a imprint ability? Like if he presses his signet ring on it.
Like could it send like images and stuff to you? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like if he presses like the signet ring on it, will it have that? Just to prove that it's from.
Yeah, I could do that. Sure.
So, I'm guessing we reach the town. I'll say that we get to the capital. I'll say that we would go to the gates of the capital, pretty much uneventful, just lots of... You see that people are putting up like banners and things and decorating, and Dowroc explains that they must be getting ready for the Inventors Fair.
Ooh.
He explains that it's just a celebration for people, just to show off what they've created. It's more of an annual thing for the blacksmiths.
Is there like a lot of cool items that we're seeing, like people kind of walk up with, like setting up type thing?
You can see, yeah, it's kind of like a bunch of all the blacksmiths are showing off their wares, and it's trying to get everyone's attention, just being like, hey, check this out.
How's Bryn reacting to kind of seeing all of it?
I mean, it's mostly armor and things like that. This area is more of the beginning, like almost like beginning to intermediate class blacksmiths. Dowroc gets a little bit more concern on his face as we crawl closer to the capital. You kind of see him kind of fidget, kind of just deep in thought, just kind of anxious to be going back there.
Megan will kind of walk up to him and ask if he's doing okay.
Since that, it's just no one's called me back yet. I completed what I needed to do. I'm just worried that I just felt like before that him sending me out of Corwood was more of a reason to try to get rid of me, for me to have something to do outside of the kingdom. But it's just, it wasn't really savvy in the ways of the court there. So I'm not sure what has changed since I've been gone.
How long have you been gone at this point?
How long it's been, I guess. Like his years, he pretty much spent like a lot of his 20 years, like just outside the castle, like in his room or outside the castle, not really wanting to join as he was recovering. So, and then the next, I guess almost a year now, outside, learning about things, learning about Border Town, just seeing a lot of his people there that were trying to just out for themselves, just what his ideas were, just same ideals. And if he feels like if he wasn't of the Corwood blood, that he would probably be sent there instead of being allowed to stay in the castle. So,
well, Zack will approach Dowroc and he'll say, to mirror what you told the druids in the forest, you're more than your bloodline, so don't get too discouraged, and we'll be by your side this whole time. So if anything gets too rowdy, I'm sure Lord or Megan will have no problem attacking someone. With a chuckle.
Megan's kind of clenching her fists a little bit in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate all of you. See how...
Well, we'll also only stay as long as you think we need to get what we need done. So
hopefully with my father there, he can investigate this notebook, see what it did. We can tell him what's going on, and there'll be more of a agreement to let us be able to have access to the tower. Let's see. We'll spend the next day at the night you probably will try to occupy his mind by trying to repair the arm. I'm not sure what you wanted me to do with that.
As long as you spend the majority of your downtime working on it, you attune to it first, and it becomes like a prosthetic arm. You can use it for anything you could use a prosthetic arm for. And you feel like after just a couple more days of working on it, you'll have been able to get all of the components to work together properly.
As we rest, wake up next day, just more festivities going on, more people rushing around, people trying to sell stuff that probably isn't real. Like you think that, like they're certainly magical, but they're not the things that people are probably saying do what they think they do. Or it's some people that are scamming you that with glamour kind of magic kind of thing. So,
oh yeah, I'm sure people are just trying to get us to people to buy stuff or make it look cooler than it is.
Yeah, the food cart's real though. Dowroc is kind of annoyed that the price of elven wine once again is double what it is on the outside here. Just because it's probably.
Well, I'm sure it's not an imported. Or I'm sure it's an imported thing that the dwarves are not super oh hey cool, it's elf wine.
The classic ale and fire whiskey is mostly the highlights of this place that Dowroc says. Annoyed look on his face.
Now, I think Megan would really get a kick out of that fire whiskey.
Oh, okay. She can definitely partake if she wishes.
Yeah, she'll buy some. She'll buy like a big jug of it and start carrying it around.
Okay. It's definitely way stronger than the fire whiskey outside of this place. So, pretty much like if you go to the Coca-Cola plant and drink straight from the tap. So,
nice.
It's not it's not travel worn or anything like that. It's strong.
Constitution saving throw.
Knows. Like dwarves don't have that poison resistance, so you might as they don't care what goes in there. They don't care the kind of proof that they can do. If anything, they do try to make it as strong as possible. So
she's gonna go slow with it.
Okay. Dowroc points out some of the forges to Lloyd. He says kind of like, this isn't... It's like I said before, you'd be welcome here. Not a lot of people have the natural ability that you do to control fire, so the capital's forges are even more impressive than this. So,
I would be interested to see them at some point, maybe.
You can... depending on see how it goes. See here goes to once we reach the capital gate. There's the front gate is more crowded, I would say. Just the guards there, just due to the festivities, it's more crowded. So Dowroc says let's go to the other entrance, pretty much for the nobles and important people, as we move to I'll say the western gate. We see a lot of carriages, and explains that the inventor's fair for the nobles or the courts is basically we do a bit. The court does a little bit things differently, different prizes for the nobles and what they represent. It can be sometimes as a showcase to say, hey, we grant a boon to the Kingdom of Cornwood. I happened to the last time I was a member, that's how I met my teacher. And she actually granted the boon to me and not the kingdom, which kind of made my mother more upset, but she couldn't really say anything out loud and to oppose that. But it's more of a delegation, more of a peace talks, more of a how is everything doing everywhere else kind of thing. So more of a territory summary of what's going on. But as he approaches, so we're just waiting there. As Dowroc approaches the gates, he shows the signet ring and says to the guards that he's been expected. And the guards say, we didn't get any word that you were going to be here.
I guess the airship didn't communicate it properly to him. Do we notice anything different about the guards? Like, well, not different, I guess, because we never met them. Do they seem suspicious, I guess? Insight.
Roll an insight check.
A 22.
No, I think that should
Plus
be,
2.
Be good
22.
now.
You see a smirk on their faces. Like, he knows who Dowroc is. They just don't let him in.
Why not? I mean, I guess, what does Dowroc do? Because I don't want to be like, well, this is the prince. Like, what, let him through. Like,
I think Megan also got a 22.
Yeah, Megan notices like a subtle like chuckle between them, like the two guards that are there on the gate.
She's gonna kind of get up in the guards' faces and be like, listen, we have more important stuff to do than deal with whatever hazing is going on here.
He says.
Lloyd kind of stands up behind her and just like produces a very, very small flame in his hand.
They're kind of ready. They're looking. It's just like, look, you can either go through the front gate, or you can prove. I mean, Dowroc left here. The supposed prince left here alone. He certainly didn't have a group coming with him.
And the fact that he returned should show you that he's worthy to come back in. If he went out there this is Lloyd, sorry. If he's out there by himself, I mean, why would he need a group? He seemed strong enough already.
Dowroc kind of laughs. They kind of laugh. It's just like, I'm strong.
Lloyd kind of leans back to Dowroc. Strong means many different things.
Val's actually going to say something. She's going to kind of look at the guards and be like, I don't understand why this is so hard for you to grasp. Have you never made a friend before?
Of course I have friends. Standing right next to my buddy here. Kind of. You hear a wagon kind of roll up, and you hear a voice from behind. What's the hold up? And you see, man. He doesn't have a carriage, just more like a cart. There's two figures sitting in there. You see kind of odds and ends, bits and like armors and like kind of rusted armors, just kind of odds and ends and things like that. And you see an old man, a shorter man, sitting next to.
I'm assuming this is the first guy that spoke up.
Hey,
sitting next to
I like that guy.
A driver. Sitting next to a driver.
That kind of looks like it could be somebody that could have taught Dowroc everything he knew about artificery.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to assume anything, but yeah, he has that vibe.
The guards kind of crane their necks and then kind of like raise their eyes in surprise and kind of like swallow hard.
Like an old man and a furry. This is the end of our lives have come to an end.
Lives come to an end. Almost. Master Tim Van. Nothing's going on, just some sort of ragtag group trying to come through the western gate. And you see Tam Van comes out of the car. He is about smaller than Dowroc is, actually.
Is the first guy? I assume the first guy is he a dwarf? Still, like he's still like that.
Is a gnome.
Okay.
A very old gnome. And he's got those plates of armor, those little gasms, those little apparatuses around his arms and legs. Mm-hmm. More like you would say like a power suit. Like he looks very fragile, and those things are help him walk around, move around, and things like that. He comes up to the group, sees what's going on as the Leonin quickly follows behind, very close, and T-Bang says, "The fourth," as he puts his goggles down. "The fourth, is that you? Oh, it's been so long since we've seen each other. What are you two doing? Don't you know who this is?" As he swallows and says, "There's been a lot of forgeries going around. We weren't sure that it was actually nonsense. It's not like him not to send evidence of him coming. I'm sure your captain would love to hear about this nonsense." As they kind of reel back and open the door, open the gate, as he clicks his tongue and says, and kind of turns around and smiles warmly at the group. Says, "I've seen you brought some people here," and he kind of glances at Bryn and says, "And who is this?" A lovely girl reaches in his pocket and takes goes back to his cart, brings out a little thing, kind of quickly moves his hands around, and then presents Bryn, and then like a small compartment, and opens up like a music box and presents it to her.
Megan's over there like wondering, do I need to beat this guy up? And then she's like, no, I don't think I do, actually.
And then the bodyguard kind of puts herself between Megan and him, kind of squaring down, looking at Megan, seeing that she's ready to do something and that she catches on to that instinct. It's like, "Ale, calm down. These are any friends of the fourth or friends of ours."
Megan says, I don't know. If you want to fight, we can. No, I'm not gonna stop you.
She kind of gets a growl and you seem to think, and then she kind of backs off his word. She's not much for conversation.
As she backs off, Megan's gonna wink at her.
No, Megan. Her specialty lies in my assistance, but it would be wise not to test her patience. There's plenty of room for everyone. I don't take much space. Say, come here, girl. And as he just sits, as he pats the middle seat in the front for her to sit down, as for Bryn to sit down, it's like, "Now tell me." And Dowroc says, "This is my daughter, Bryn." It's like, "Daughter? What have you been up to outside these couple of months? This past year?"
Does he think Dowroc slept with an elf or something because she's half elf?
Maybe. That would be the assumption. He's like, "What?" I mean, it hasn't been. She's older than that, though. My goodness. That core of blood, that's strong, doesn't it? As he says, just mentions that, just mentions how Dowroc was when he was younger, just messing with Dowroc the entire time, pretty much. It's like a grandfather he never had. So, as they roll into the capital, lots more grandiose decorations, lots more interesting looking weapons and armor, shinier, more of an aura to them. He asks, what T-Bam asks what you guys been up to since he's last seen him. And Dowroc mentions the executioner, and he gets like a crazed, like super interested look.
Was the executioner the paladin, the big axe?
The mecha guy, the juggernaut.
Sorry, in the prison. Gotcha. Sorry.
Yeah, that thing that
Stuff that he would be interested in.
Megan and Zack were just kind of like on both sides of it.
Yeah.
Doing fairly alright.
That's probably mostly just the thing that he probably most interested in. Dowroc knows what he would want to hear. Just meeting Trevor. Teven, I want to say, is 300 years old. So...
pretty young.
He just asks about if he knows any kind of... if he's ever heard of anything about the inverted tower. Any kind of special interest there.
Was there?
No?
I guess, yeah, never mind.
I think
Yeah.
I think he would probably know as much as anybody in kind of the upper-ish echelons of society that it's a place of power, that there's more to it than what the average person knows, but I don't think he would know any more specifics than that. It's it's rumored to be below a well-trafficked site in one of the northern countries, but that's about all he would have heard of it.
Bit more, he said, you probably have to ask the queen a bit more. It's her clan that guards that place, has the more of the guardsmanship of that place. And there's they have a kind of a joint agreement with that place. Almost, I know that they've been odds about who has the rights for that place for a while now. You know, I'm not really into the gossip. It's been a contention for your mother for quite a long time. A lot of headbutting there. So, are you here for the Inventors Fair? Have you come back? Are you finally coming back from your rites? Your coming of age rites? Well, I haven't really been invited back yet, but more of another reason here. That's why more of the tower invested. So, well, I'm sure your father's busy with the gathering, so I can drop you off wherever you need to go, and then I'll be on my way back to my shop. I heard rumor that Lady Mara's in the capital right now, so you may be able to see her.
Lloyd kind of perks up a little bit because he's so far the only other one that has seen a picture, if I remember right.
Yeah.
That's seen a picture of her. So he kind of like looks up for a second.
You see, Dowroc has kind of been anxious coming here, but hearing that, he kind of brightens up a bit, and then more relaxes. As you make your way to the castle, he bids you guys farewell, and we'll see you soon. I'm actually going to be one of the judges at the royal courts this year. So, as he makes his way down, and he approaches the gates to the castle. These guards are... Teven kind of waits before, and the guards kind of eyes the guards just to make sure that the guards let them through before leaving. So, and the butler, where the head butler approaches and says, kind of shows up and says, as Dowroc sends word inside that he needs to speak with the father, he shows up and says that his father is busy with the proceedings and the meetings with the nobles in a separate meeting room, and the queen is actually presiding over court right now. And
all right, well, let's talk to her.
Dowroc kind of swallows.
I mean, Megan says, I mean, if you don't want to talk to her, you can tell me what to say, and I'll do it.
Appreciates.
Lloyd or Zack just leans over to Dowroc. Please go visit your mother.
Like you don't trust Megan.
Do I doubt that she can? Do I doubt that she can? Do a good job? Yes, but just go talk to your mom.
It's like you don't trust Megan not to start a war or something.
Well, yeah, not on purpose.
Okay. It might be on purpose. Depends
on how angry she gets, I guess.
So, Dowroc kind of pales a bit. Anyone who paying attention to him, you can actually see him kind of shaking as he swallows hard and says, I will see her if she has the time for me.
I mean, if she doesn't, you guys just, could just, get back in the airship and, run north without permission or whatever, I guess.
That'll turn out well.
As you, he says, follow me. The butler says, follow me inside and I'll relay the message. And inside is more of a fireplaces. Takes you to the guest, or takes you to a guest waiting room. Pretty much, it's more of the stonework is pretty much made on, I would say, not really cold inside. It's more comfortable, kind of warmer, kind of built on a natural heating, built around it, I would say.
Megan's gonna be kind of pacing around a little bit.
You guys will be, it takes about, I almost want to say 5 hours before the butler comes back and say, she'll see you now. Dowroc suspects that she probably wasn't busy at all. So,
Megan asks, should I stab her, or are we going to try to avoid that?
Zach's like, don't stab her. Don't. Please don't.
I could slash her too.
Kind of sighs and says, don't, please.
Don't stop.
Don't encourage her, meaning the queen himself. She's doing this because it knows it annoys. She regularly does this, and so I'm sure that she's amused by this. As you reach the court, you see, I'm going to say, you see 3 chairs or 4 chairs put together on the more of in a row, and you see 1 chair, all to the right side is where the 4 chairs are, and then you see kind of another chair to the left, just kind of alone. There should be 2 or 3 chairs length, and that is more alone. She is sitting to the right of the center chair, where there's more of the
assuming the center chair is probably the king's chair.
Correct. And she's sitting to the right of that.
Okay.
They announce Prince Corwood, Dowroc Corwood, Fate Wheeler the Fourth, and she kind of sits up with a little amused smile on her face. There's no one else in the court. It's just her and some guards. It's like the pews and things are being set up, like certain tables, like for the dignitaries and things are just getting ready for the contest inside the court.
How well equipped do these guards look?
They are very well equipped. They're heavy. Some are Goliaths. Some are dwarf. Goliaths are kind of heavily, all varies around, but they're very well armed.
Okay.
This is the king and queen's court, pretty much. So they're going to be a lot of protection. So you see, and Dowroc kind of gives a cross-armed bow and says, I greet the unseen moon of the kingdom of Corwood. And you see on her throne a great axe and pretty much a war hammer by her side. Queen Anelit sitting there.
Yeah, I'll be right back with him.
Okay.
Do you say an axe and a warhammer?
Oh, it's just a war hammer. It's just a big war hammer. Like it's almost as tall as she is. She's about.
Is it just like leaning against like the chair or the wall behind her or something?
Yeah. She's holding it in her hand while she's.
Oh, okay.
Or she has it. Yeah, she has it resting on her right side. And Dowroc kind of gives it a look. Kind of gives it a glance, knowing what she took from him, pretty much with that hammer. So
it's hammer time, y'all. Bam, arm going.
No, that's.
No, I know that's not what did it. The owlbear. But we're gonna fight the queen next.
I don't know.
I don't like that it wasn't just an immediate no. It was. I don't know. Like we could fight her. I would have the feeling that she would probably be able to kick all of our asses combined.
And I'm back. Anything happening?
We killed the queen.
Oh, okay.
Amazing. Queen returns the greeting, more half-hearted than what Dowroc gave. More of a lazy cross-arm bow, more smirk on her face. Says, welcome home, son. And I've seen you returned with much more of a party this time from the old excursion. Are these mercenaries? Did you hire them? Did you flaunt the Corwood name to gather these people, promising them money for their service? I hope you don't expect anything from us.
Zack will kind of speak up. He's like, Your Highness, I can assure you that we were not hired. We are friends of your son.
She says, I wasn't speaking to you.
He won't respond. He'll just kind of he'll kind of step back a little bit again.
He looks at Corwood or Dowroc. These he says, my queen, these people are my friends, my companions. And she kind of laughs, and like some of the Goliath guards around kind of laugh. It's like, oh, please. know how I know how you are. You're weak. You couldn't have made any kind of connections without cash flow flowing through your hands. Anyway, why have you sought an audience with me?
I mean,
Megan
says because his father wasn't available.
Once again, she says, looks Megan up and down, seeing her stance, kind of licks her lips and says, once again, I wasn't talking to you. Dowroc says, my queen,
wait for something to happen at this point.
We need permission to investigate the inverted tower. And she kind of smiles and says, why do you need to go there? It's like, just join the tour group. I'm sure you'll be able to see your fill. It's like, we need to go further in, my queen. At the mention of like servants and things and companions, you see Dowroc's clenching his fists, like his knuckles have gone white pretty much, and he's restraining himself at the treatment of everybody. Like insults for him. It's just the way that she's treating the group is more upsetting him than how she's carrying on to him. So,
not surprising. The kind of guy Dowroc is, honestly.
Dowroc presents, we need to investigate for this reason, as he begrudgingly presents the journal to the queen that the human king, sent, and says that this is a journal to give emphasis that it is from King Castle, like his property, so that the queen may not do anything to it, because
it belongs to somebody else and not just Dowroc handing her a book.
Yeah, it's not Dowroc's journal. It's not something that Dowroc would be possession of. Like he purposely says that it's the king's possession because he'd be more or less destructive to it. As she reads it, who has the most passive insight?
Zack has 16. I think Lloyd actually has the same.
Where's
Johan?
Megan has 16.
Let's see. Lloyd has
Val. Her insight is only 11.
16.
So everyone's 16.
Yes. Everyone is actually, yeah.
Go ahead. Whoever wants to roll an insight check can roll it.
I mean, we all should be +6, or well, I'm trained in it. Well, we should all have +6, right? So,
yeah.
I mean...
you guys are...
Megan, come on, man.
Oh, gee, roll.
Is it just like a common language? I forgot. If it's Elvish. I don't think it's Elvish.
Yeah, you can read it. It's fine. Like it's common, yeah.
Okay. Who rolled? Well, I'll guys see the time.
Val got a 16. Megan did not, which is embarrassing.
Well, were we only supposed to pick one person?
Oh, it's for everybody mainly.
I got an 18, and then Lloyd got a 18.
Okay.
So not terribly higher than our passive, so we're not.
I'll say Val and Lloyd and Zack. As she's reading it, she kind of raises her eyebrows a bit while reading this, and she seems to she almost seems to crane her head. Like there's a slight movement to her neck to the left side of her as she finishes reading and says, Dowroc explains while she's reading, we need to investigate the tower to prevent what happened in Wolfwood. There was an attack there in the human kingdom by a group led by a person named Blackheart, and we feel that the tower is connected through some old stories. And once we reached Wolfwood, we discovered that the stories seemed to be true. And from that journal, there was an artifact that we witnessed the leader of that group possessing, or an artifact similar in description. And she says, she closes the book and kind of taps the spine on her chair, just thinking, and says, I am aware of the story of the inverted tower. My clan has been in charge of the guardianship there for centuries. If I allow this, I will have to send someone of my people there with you. Let me deliberate this until morning. I will summon you then. as she gets up and leaves, or attempts to leave.
Does she still have the book?
Yes.
Megan's like, I think you forgot something. We've been entrusted with that.
And she kind of looks to her left again, it's almost like she glances and she walks up to the attendant who delivered the book, and the almost hands it to her, but almost seems it definitely something that like the grip. It takes a couple tries for it to leave her hand, for him to.
I mean, just like she's not wanting to hand it over.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the attendant brings it back to Dowroc, kind of bows again, and then leaves. As she does, after she does, Dowroc leaves the castle. It says, once he's outside the castle walls, it says, kind of resigns and says, I need a drink.
Megan hands him the bottle of fire whiskey.
Not that. I'm good.
All right, she takes a drink instead and shrugs. Says, "Your mom's not a nice person."
Oh, that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like I know you said that, but like seeing it was another thing entirely.
She's
definitely a different welcome party than the other places we've been so far.
She seems to be, surprisingly, she seemed to be in a good mood.
That was her in a good mood?
Anywho, she agreed to at least listen to us, that's for certain. So,
and Val will say, and again, if she doesn't give us the permission we need, we can still try on our own.
Unfortunately, if she doesn't give us the permission, that is probably what we would need to do. But hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Val says, I half want to just leave now and make the attempt. I find it difficult to leave the potential fate of this quest in the hands of that woman.
No, this is more of a game she likes to play with me, unfortunately.
Lloyd pipes in, we don't have time for games.
I understand. Even though it's inconvenient, she's usually good on what she says. We can wait till morning. Come, I can show you Samara's grave. They can cheer me up more than seeing her.
That's saying something. Visiting a grave cheers you up more than seeing your mom.
Yeah.
Even though she's the cause, but And
I'm sorry, remind me where your dad is, or where Dowroc's dad.
He's in the back, like almost like a war room, just meeting with the dignitaries that are there so far.
I guess I was like, is there any way that we could still get to him though, before her taking all night and day and everything? So I mean, is there a way we could even get just a message to him to see? Because I mean, I don't even know if he knows you're here. I mean, I'm sure he would, but
yeah, he was sent word. He knows, but if she knew that the butler usually would have told him, I would think there's usually, like, for royalty, if somebody is going to be, like, there's at least have to be one representative of royalty there in the court, just for that kind of thing. If somebody seeks audience, if he's not there, it's pretty much him not needing to be interrupted by
I'll say too bad he wasn't the one in there that day, then
yeah,
I might have been able to get along.
So
is your dad at least more understanding?
He probably would have been a bit more convincing to her instead of she'll mull it over.
Gotcha.
So he kind of balances her attitude out when he's there.
Yeah, she definitely needs something to balance her out.
Anyway, let us go to the training grounds. As he's going to be the Inventor's Fair is really important, like a really busy day for him. So it's not going to be. He has to see the services of everybody's. Where everyone sits and everybody kind of just keeps the arrangements where it's mostly keeps rivalries away from each other and things like that. Keeps alliances close to alliances. So the things that happen there don't like what the queen, what she presented. If she had done that with any other dignitary, he would have been pissed off. So,
I mean, there's a certain level of logic to that. Like, disrespecting a dignitary could like start a conflict.
Yeah.
But still, that's shitty.
So, Dowroc is going to make his way up the road, and you hear as you pass the training grounds or pass a few buildings, as Dowroc points out, to the south of when they step out, directly south, you can almost like see a glow light, and that's where the forges are. As he points out, this like is ever constant glow. In the distance, as he says, and he walks up, like to an inn. You hear and see person flying through the doors, and then you hear him smash into a wall at the other side, into the building next door, and you just see him crumble. He seems to be a bit.
Now, how literally am I taking the flying out and crumbling? Like you mean just like he ran out, hit something, and then fell?
No, he goes literally flying through a door and smashes into the wall, and into a stone wall, and then this. He doesn't seem to be any blood, but he seems to be just ragdolled.
Who is this exactly?
It's the man seems to be a bugbear.
A bugbear.
Yeah. And you hear, you see step out from the door, and Dowroc kind of like lightens up, but then kind of pales and says, "Oh no." She told us, "Oh God." As you see, like you are 100 feet, and you hear a feminine voice ring out. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I have an idea.
When you're getting off light, because I know how you are when you're drinking, but I've told you once and many times, you cannot touch a lady like that.
It's Master Roshi.
As you see a person standing silhouetted outside the door, as she sniffs the air and looks up and gets this unusually big grin on her face and says, "My treasure, you have returned."
Is Megan allowed to fight this one?
Give me 1 second here.
Uh-oh.
Lloyd.
That doesn't sound like a no.
Lloyd.
Oh, no.
You recognize this person.
Ah, from the picture.
It is almost the exact drawing. In the blink of an eye, she travels about 100 feet in less than about 6 second time. Like you don't think.
Lloyd looks at her and he's just like in his head, or like whispers, I guess, or like says it low. He's like, "She's even faster than me," because I mean, normally he's the fast. He's like a quicker. Like she's so fast.
You guys don't like some of the magic you've been around for teleportation. There was no magic here. It was just movement.
I have to imagine Megan would appreciate that.
Yeah,
she's
Megan's
not really a magic user.
Megan's vibrating right now.
You see the similar scales that you've seen on Raph. More of a golden sheen to it as she literally hugs Dowroc and lifts him up and look.
I mean, that's not too hard. He's a little guy.
Yeah. Literally just
throw him over her shoulder. So
says, "My treasure, what have you been up to? I'm glad you have returned to me." And because she kind of sniffs and gets like this dark look on her face, and she says, "That damned old man." She sighs and puts Dowroc down and says, "I told you what would happen if you're claimed by another." Or says, "Teacher, I don't know what you're talking about." And he says, "It seems an old man was up to his tricks in Dragon Town country, and he's left you with a mark. That will not do." As she smiles at him, like, kind of kindly, and you see, like, this, like, toothy grin, like, fangs in her mouth, and then she bites down on Dowroc's shoulder.
I'm sure everyone's a little reacty right now, but I mean, none of us are going to move toward him. But we're surprised.
I mean, I think Megan would have her sword like half out of its sheath by now.
Dowroc kind of screams, and then you see like this from her fangs.
Actually, story moment, real fast. It's not going to affect anything. So as she bites down on him, though, you see Lloyd. As quick as he can, he pulls his sword out and like holds it, like points it right at her, like he's about to, like he doesn't attack her, but he points it
like a warning.
He just, yeah, pretty much like a warning.
That's about what Megan would be doing right now too, I think.
She kind of glances at you all. You like see strands of golden light like going down the veins, and him kind of like scream, and then he'll go limp. As the golden strand still, as she lets up the bite, and that the golden strands are still, or visual, on his body. And she says, "You all, I can smell your scent from my treasure on all of you. There's a lot of people who like to take advantage of him. So all of you will be tested if you're worthy to be around him. There have been a lot of cruelties to him. So I will test each of you."
You like biting him in the neck?
He knew the consequences he knew the rules and knew the consequences.
He knows the rules, and so do I.
I mean, Megan's not gonna complain about that.
I assume you were on your way to the training ground to see Samara's festival.
We were.
And that's where we will test you.
Okay.
And don't worry about Dowroc. He's undergoing a cleansing.
I'm assuming he's not taking part.
He's undergoing a cleansing, and it will take a couple hours for that to happen.
All right. I don't know. Does she seem to be like telling the truth, I guess?
Insight.
Same as Megan's passive, so I don't know.
24 plus 4. 28 insight from Zack.
She's definitely telling the truth.
Well,
and she's very suspicious of all of you.
Megan was gonna fight her anyway if she had the opportunity, so you know.
I mean, I guess we got nothing better to do at the moment, so it's like, all right. Yeah,
she was more of a command more than a invite.
Yeah.
Like follow you.
It wasn't really a suggestion. It was a.
As we're all walking toward this training ground, Megan is going to cast long strider on herself that she got from Magic Initiate Druid. And I will be right back. I need to feed my dog.
Okay. Trying to look for one.
Is this we're all fighting at the same time, or we're each getting...
Each getting one. Each one.
Oh. All right. This will be good.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. There is a map. I shall only be testing 3 of you, as your smells are the strongest smells.
Yeah. Megan kind of sniffs herself.
Lloyd just kind of walks up, being the cocky kind of bastard he is.
Just kind of doing some leg stretches and arm stretches. Just lazily about, just waiting for someone.
Mm.
Lloyd will kind of walk over to... Oh, I was going to say, Lloyd will walk over to Megan and be like, you want to go first?
Yeah, of course.
She says, I smell that old man on you too. How is the King of Dragons these days?
Yeah, he's fine.
Is he still lazy? Is he still slothing around his courtroom?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Megan.
She's not really nice.
Megan will get her flying shield flying around. Says, how do you know that guy?
We can say we've had our own pasts. I used to live there, but not anymore. I found it stuffy, and he always asked me to do things, and I just got tired of doing that for them. So, kind of just left.
And you say he's lazy. She'll
Megan needs like vicious mockery or something. Like Magic Initiate just to get that. Just
as she says that, she'll her eyes will actually start to glow, and she'll go ahead and summon her wings too.
Okay.
Oh.
She kind of smiles. It's been a long time since I've seen one of the sky people down here.
This is going to catch Megan a little off guard. But
yeah,
she kind of
Zack and Lloyd will bit, like widen their eyes a little bit.
Kind of rolls with it and says, "Come on, let's get this started. Unless you want me to power up all the way before we go.
Please, let's see what. Let us see what my treasures have picked up along the way."
All right, so you kind of see her muscles clench, and she enters her rage. And she's not gonna. Well, she might go first. What is that then? Okay, yeah. Any modifiers that I don't know about?
Nope.
All right, so she's going to. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Yeah. Okay. She's gonna move there, and she's going to throw her dancing longsword.
Yeah.
Attack with it.
Beans.
Beans.
Where are you at, Beans? Oh my God, will my stuff load today, please? Throw it, put it right there, I guess. And 25 to hit.
Nice.
Like hits.
For 6 damage.
Because you don't get to add your. Do you add your strength for that? I forget.
I don't know. It adds my regular modifiers, but I don't know if I get to add anything like my rage bonus or my revelation or anything.
Oh.
I guess the ruling. I guess it depends on whether you rule it as being your attack or an attack from the sword. I've kind of seen it both ways.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second here.
The sword uses your attack roll and ability score to damage rolls.
I'm just gonna say you have to like actually be wielding a weapon to do all the extra stuff, but still.
Oh yeah, but still, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still just like an extra. Here's a floating sword over here.
Yeah. Right. That is Megan's turn. Yeah.
Lloyd's looking on in anticipation from the sidelines.
She kind of smiles and slowly walks up. In the bonus action, she's going to activate her aspect of the worm. Frightful Presence. As a bonus action, I create an aura draconic power that radiates 10 feet of you for 1 minute.
Okay. Now we're both Super Saiyan.
When you create this aura as a bonus action, subsequent turns, you can choose a creature within the aura. That target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Or become frightened.
Become frightened.
Oof.
Alright, wisdom you said?
Frightened would not be a good condition for Megan to have.
19.
You did it.
Yay! Yeah, Megan's proficient in wisdom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I thought fighter. Is that an additional one? Did she gain wisdom?
I don't know what she got from that. Got that from. Hold on.
She gained. She's trained in 3 saving throws now, right?
Yeah.
Or proficient or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we got one of her like either fighter or barbarian like made her proficient in one of the other ones. Because I think fighter's what fighter or strength and con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I never got. Like why? Like for like I guess just for saving throws, but like that's why so many people multi-class fighter with a spellcaster.
Yeah.
Because like the spellcaster saves end up being less useful long term than just a con save.
Yep. You don't have to use like Warcaster or anything like that. I mean, you can get other abilities from it, obviously, but you won't.
Yeah, well, it's like it's like if you really rely on concentration for consistent damage, like you were probably going to want to do like Warcaster and Resilient Con. But like if you start as a fighter, maybe take 2 levels of fighter for action surge. You only need to take 1 of those.
Yep.
Anywho, she doing anything else or?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bring it on.
Almost in the same stepping
way. Hold on. We're having an aura clash. Do we level up our main personalities?
Or a clash. Both of you gain 6 anger. You cannot win.
Megan gains 6 anger. Megan gains 6 anger. And like kind of like she's moving up in like a kind of like serpentine kind of stepping way, and then the same way that she first appeared to Dowroc, like she's gone within the blink of an eye, and suddenly you are hit from behind with a short sword.
Okay.
Ooh, I didn't expect her to have a sword. I thought she'd be like punching everybody.
Crit.
Okay.
That's a good thematic like moment. Just bam, crit.
It's going to roll for 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Well, thankfully it's halved, so...
And
Megan probably got the best chance out of all of us because of her half damage stuff.
Give me 1 moment.
Yeah, Megan didn't even really feel that.
Give me 1 moment.
Because you're about to feel it.
Yeah, let's do that later. She is going to spend a key point to stunning strike.
Okay.
Con save throw, please.
Proficient.
I think I failed.
You failed. Now you are stunned.
Oh.
She smacks you upside, just like She moves in such a way that you think it's coming from the right side, but she hits you right with the blade right in the temple of the left side.
Rude.
And she's going to attack again with the short sword for 19.
Miss.
Yep, that misses.
Oh, that's what damage. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, paralyzed, it's an auto hit, isn't it?
Yeah, but stunned, you can still, like...
Stunned.
Stunned. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, I messed up the...
Yeah, they have several similarities, but, like... They're not... like, man, Monk would actually be good if it was paralyzed.
Yeah. She says that wasn't quite a nice flesh wound. Your guard is open on the left side. As Megan kind of hears it all like slow-mode and garbled as she took a kind of ringer into her head. Megan does notice that she does have two swords. You guys can see she does have two swords at her hip, Megan does notice that the bludgeoning damage that she took, the sword is blunted.
Okay. She's only drawn one of her two swords, I guess, or what?
Yep. She's only drawn one of her two swords.
And I better not lose to her just using one sword style.
It is Megan's turn.
I mean, she's stunned, so she can't really do anything.
Yeah.
Is it like for one turn, or is it you have to make a save?
It's just
one turn.
It's just for her next turn, yeah.
Until the beginning of my next turn.
Yeah.
And she says,
So Megan will kind of shake it off, and then, things continue.
She is going to use her...
Klaus, will you stop eating your ass, please? Klaus.
She's going to use a bonus action to step with the wind and disengage as a bonus action.
Okay.
And she's going to go back 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then she is going to use Breath of the Dragon. She is going to go, and this is going to be a hand side and going to make it augmented Breath of the Dragon. So it is a line of 90 feet doing 40-10 damage.
Yikes.
How much damage?
40-10 damage.
Oh.
On a save. Let's see what the save is.
I forget. Did her rage fall or not because she hit her?
She took damage, so it's still
okay.
up.
Okay, that's what I thought.
She's going to actually go back further. And it's a dex save.
Okay, I'm not as good at those.
Is she? Yeah, but is Megan still stunned?
No.
Oh, she's not. It's the beginning of your turn. Never mind.
Yeah, that's why
Hey, 21.
Hey.
Yeah.
And then we... let's see, 9 points of fire damage.
Cool.
Oh, fire and radiant damage. A mixture.
So 9 of each? Or no, 9 total.
Say you take 5 points of fire and 4 points of radiant.
Okay. So that got through my temp HP.
All right.
My turn?
Yep.
Move up to you. And as I run, I'll say, you think too much like a teacher. And I will bonus action Fighting Spirit to gain 5 temp HP and give myself advantage on every attack this turn. Draw my new Defender Longsword as I move. And attack. 16 is bad. Okay, good job. Good job, new sword.
16?
Yeah.
What'd you get? What'd you roll?
I rolled a 3, and a 5.
Oh.
I assume that misses, right?
Yeah, she dodges away.
Yeah. Next attack. That's better. Is a 25.
That one hits.
Yeah.
Come back with a backswing.
17.
Still getting used to the sword.
Yeah. Weight's a little different than she's used to.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 30 for 11 damage. And then she will action surge. And
now I forget, the sword's a long sword, right?
no,
So is she wielding it in two hands?
She would.
Or is she...
Well, she action surged last turn. Yeah, she's using it in both hands right now.
Okay.
That's a crit for 21 damage. Okay, cool. That's everything.
Zack will cheer from the sidelines. Go, Megan!
Oh, and I completely forgot. 4 radiant damage and 6 extra slashing damage.
4 radiant.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And 6 extra slashing rage. Radiant doesn't seem to do much to her.
That's fine. Every little bit counts.
Man. Divine Smite is saddened.
There needs to be more like elemental themed paladin subclasses that let you swap out the damage type of Divine Smite.
I think that'd be cool. Like each oath, like for instance, like Oath of the Open Sea, you should be able to sub Radiant for bludgeoning.
Yeah,
or something.
There is a homebrew subclass that you guys may or may not be seeing relatively soon. That lets you swap out fire damage for it, which I thought was pretty cool thematically. Stuff like that, yeah. That'd be neat.
Yeah.
And that is going to be Megan's turn. Her dancing sword is just back there like, did you forget about me? Or
I forget, do you have to use a bonus to use it?
yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
as far away as she is, I'd rather just get the advantage with bonus.
Yeah.
Going to reel back. And then attempt to slash at Megan.
Okay.
13, which misses.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look. Maybe Mara will attack again.
Okay.
Ooh, she's getting really bad.
Now she knows how Megan feels most days.
Let me see here. Need to see if I need actually hit with this or not. I do not. A little annoyed. She'll use Flurry of Blows as a bonus action. She'll take 2 unarmed strikes against Megan.
Nice.
22.
Megan will swing one of her wings around to block.
And then 13.
Just kind of lean out of the way of that one.
Okay. She says, I can see your training under the guards of Dragon Watch has suited you well. Your control over your anger I can see be commendable compared to our dear queen here. Were you a guide for Dowroc to Dragon Country?
She says, yeah, as she's swinging her sword again. 23 to hit.
Yep.
14 damage. Plus the 4 radiant or whatever it'll end up being, and another 2 slashing.
Yep.
And then, just because her opponent attacked with a fist, she'll take one hand out of her sword and punch her.
Alright.
22 to hit.
It hits.
For 9 bludgeoning damage.
Alright. It's there.
Did I use a bonus action that turn? No.
No.
sword kind of spins through the air, getting closer to us.
He's coming.
As Dowroc is laying there, kind of just like if he had like a nightmare or something like that, just squirming around. He's not making much noise. It's just like something is happening to him.
Lloyd just kind of like glances behind him and sees Dowroc kind of doing that. And he just turns his attention back to the fight.
No, what to do. She's kind of glaring at Megan, or glaring at Lady Mara.
Who'd you say Brent is?
Brent is, yeah, for hurting her dad without any kind of explanation. Just, she is going. She says, at least your fashion sense is in the right area. As she takes a sword swing at Megan. Come on, she needs us. Oh my god.
This seems unfair.
Don't you love it when your character gets just bad rolls?
I mean, yeah, like this character concept is good. Like, this sucks.
She's doing flurry of blows.
Yeah. Really?
That was a 13, so I guess it was leaning on a 13 and then a 1. I was just like, are you kidding me?
It could be a 13 if you want. I don't care.
I'm just gonna roll severity. It just missed. Here we go. 27.
Yeah, that hits.
Deal 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and please roll a stunning strike.
Cool. I fail again.
Alright. Almost like the other attacks were just to see how you would react.
Yeah. Now, see, this would be the time to try that breath weapon on me again.
Yeah. Actually, is that what is that? I was gonna do something. I'm gonna see what it is here. Actually, that 6 points of bludgeoning damage is not actually bludgeoning damage. It is fire damage.
Okay.
Like she'll use Draconic Strike and change the damage to fire instead of bludgeoning.
Hey, you actually damaged Megan's hit points.
Yeah. Knowing that you're in a rage and that the damage she did before didn't affect you as much, she's going to start using elemental damage against Meg.
Good.
As she uses Step of the Wind as a bonus action, she is going to use Wings Unfurled. As you see, kind of gold wings appear on her back, and she's going to gain flying distance when she...
They're having an aerial battle.
Are they the same character?
60. Well, these wings are more draconic.
Jeez, that's a lot of distance.
As she uses her... I've got a 2 key point for Step of the Wind. And she goes back to using her augmented Breath of the Dragon to roll a dex save.
I should not even bother because I am stunned and therefore automatically fail.
Ah.
We'll deal... let's see.
That's really low.
Yeah, 7 points of radiant and 8 points of fire.
Okay. I am not stunned anymore.
Correct.
So I'm going to run there. And as I do, I'm going to direct the sword to move here and attack. And it's going to miss. That's the turn. I like how we're just running back and forth.
She's just gonna run straight at you. Her sword, get a 29.
That will hit.
Or 11 points of fire damage. I think that's... Oh, never mind. It's 11 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
And she'll attack again for a 30.
And that also hits.
7 points of bludgeoning. Then she'll spend 2 key points. Or 1 key point for flurry of blows.
Hit.
And then this is 12 points of fire damage.
Boom.
And then 26 for 11 points of fire damage.
Boom.
Let me know when you're bloody.
Okay. I mean, I'm good for now.
Okay.
Bonus action, move the sword. And that is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
For, wow, 5 damage. Awesome. And then defender longsword attack. 28 to hit.
Yeah.
For 14, 16 slashing damage and 4 radiant.
16 slashing damage and 2 radiant.
And then 23 to hit for another 16 slashing.
Okay.
And that's the turn.
She kind of catches the sword in her hand and says, "You pass."
Says, wait, does that mean the fight's over?
Yeah.
She kind of grumbles, but she calls her sword back into its sheath and then walks over to the sidelines.
Okay.
Kind of stands there looking grumpy.
No.
And once she's over there, she will go ahead and second wind, just to kind of recover a little. Oh, good. Fantastic. Who's next?
34. She's going to take a moment to stretch out her arms and legs again and goes back. Says, all right, who wants to step up next?
Lloyd will step up next. He'll go tink right there.
She says to Lloyd, it's like, you don't have the old man smell, but you do have something old on you.
Like, enough talks. Let's get this started.
Yeah, I was going to say, I doubt Lloyd would give a shit.
Initiative 22. Let's see how high roll Lloyd does.
I only got an 18.
Oh boy.
Got an 8 on it, so.
He moves up and activates her draconic aspect of the worm. And this time she's going to use Explosive Fury. When you activate Aspect of the Worm, choosing as you can see in your aura.
Is the aura 10 feet, though?
Yeah. Up one.
Oh, okay.
Roll a dex save.
A dex save?
Yep.
26.
See here.
Boy, like dodges backwards.
A wave of fire. Nearly, you just dodge a wave of fire. But as you dodge that, you see another wave of golden light come at you in the form of a breath weapon. Another dex save, please.
23. Dex's highest saves.
Let's see here. And you still take 6 points of fire damage. Alright. 3 points of fire, 3 points of radiant. It is Lloyd's turn.
Okay, so as that happens, Lloyd kind of gets a smirk on his face, and he kind of looks at her and he says, "So, you like to play with dragons, huh?" And he points his hand behind her. He will cast his summon draconic spirit behind her.
No, what is that?
A giant black chromatic dragon appears behind her.
Nice.
Oh, he quicken spells that too. So let me. Also, when I summon it, I select a damage resistance that it has, and I gain that damage resistance. So Lloyd is now resistant to fire damage. And then, actually, you know what? He won't quicken it because he's going to do something different. He is going to. Where'd it go? There it is. Now he's going to use his bonus action and use 3 sorcery points. Boom. Hound of Ill Omen right in front. And he will take 15 steps back.
Yeah, I was gonna say he could like wander off at this point, and just leave them to fight it out.
And that will end Lloyd's turn, and then Lloyd's turn ends, and it immediately becomes the dragon's turn. And so the dragon is... He makes a number of rend attacks equal to half the level of the spell. So he makes 2 rend attacks. So first up, that's not going to hit. Multi-attack, what's it? Attack with my spell, so 17.
Misses.
And then, again, wow. First time he's summoning it, so you know. And it makes a... So he'll move here, well, here. And he'll use his cone breath weapon to where it hits her, but not the hound. So excels a 30. You make a dex saving throw, 19.
Oh. Okay.
Hey, look at that. She takes 9, and it's the damage type of a type this dragon has resistance to. We'll do lightning damage, why not?
Okay.
Alright, and then the hound, full HP, there we go. The hound is going to attack and probably miss. 18, so yeah, probably. Alright, that ends Lloyd's summoning Palooza.
It's good to know though that even without Johan here, you guys can summon a million things.
Let's see. She is going to use Step of the Wind and then Dragon Wings Unfurled. So she can disengage as a bonus action, and she can fly. She says, I recognize that smell now. You smell of the Dragon Queen. You've in touch with her masts, haven't you?
Lloyd doesn't respond.
That old man's been looking for those for quite a while. I can understand why he didn't give you his mark. I'm sure that you don't need such a thing. As she attacks him with the sword.
She also has disadvantage until she hits him every turn.
18.
Placement. He will shield. That's with disadvantage?
Yeah, 18 with the disadvantage.
He'll throw up a shield to go to 23 AC for the turn.
Then he will try to strike again. She used the bonus action, Step of the Wind. So that is Lloyd's turn.
Okay. Lloyd is going to cast Harm on her.
She is going to respond with the reaction Mage Slayer.
Okay. So it's a Con 19 saving throw.
Yeah.
I think Mage Slayer, it's what? It's after I cast a spell, you then make a melee attack.
When a creature 5 feet of you casts a spell. And when you make a weapon melee attack against that creature, when you damage that creature that is concentrating on a spell, the creature has a disadvantage on saving throws it makes, maintain it, and you also have advantage against spells cast against you. Anyway. 23.
So she still has disadvantage. I don't know.
That's with disadvantage.
Okay. It hits then.
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And then disadvantage on con. 10. Woo! Thank God. Alright, so his arm...
You should still... It's casting it. I'm just... Going to cast it. He gets smacked upside the head for daring to cast a spell in front of her.
Well, she makes a con saving throw still.
Yeah.
So what did you get?
It's a 19.
Ah. Dang. Half damage. Right? Is it half damage? Yeah. Takes half as much damage. So she takes 23 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And he will do a quickening spell. Where'd it go? Quickening. He will green flame blader. Because it's another spell, but you can't react again. So, 30. I got a 19. 8 slashing or piercing damage and 6 fire damage. Really reining that damage in.
You see that fire damage doesn't like it. Kind of like some of the damage that Lloyd's seen from the green flame blade would leave like scars, like burn scars on people's arms.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't cut the skin.
Hmm.
Like you can see like a trace of a cut and then some burn, but it doesn't really affect her as much as it would others.
Okay.
Annoying.
All right.
And she's similarly, she grabs Lloyd's sword and says, brings him close and kind of whispers, "You've seen a lot, haven't you? You've been damaged like my treasure." And so she says, looks at you, looks at Lloyd, and says, "You pass."
As she says it, a little surprise on Lloyd's face, and then the two summons behind him kind of fade. And he walks kind of over to Megan. And he's just like, "I know what you mean now."
Goes back to her position. Wow. She looks to Zack and says, "Holy man, your turn."
Holy man. Alright. Zack will walk up. Kind of cracks his knuckles on the way there, and as he gets there, he'll summon Tiebreaker to his hand. Alright, let's do it.
The smell of the old man isn't really strong with you. Like the others. You have a different scent. One I haven't smelled in quite a while. Let's see how she has treated her chosen.
And I'll take a battle-ready stance. Let's do it.
Okay. 23.
Not that. 12.
Barely. Just run that, Zack. No special things, no. Just straight up run at him.
Run straight at him. Alright. I like it.
Going to put her other sword away and draw out a new blade.
Uh-oh. Aren't I the lucky one? Is this a short sword still, or is it a...
Short sword.
Okay.
So roll a 20.
Oh, to hit?
Yeah.
Zack will throw up a shield to go up to 24 AC for the turn.
Okay. Roll a 1.
Yeah.
I don't know why monks don't have like lucky and stuff like that. It dismisses. She's going to use a bonus action to use Flurry of Blows, though.
Okay.
Strike you with her oft fist.
Nice.
28 hits.
For 13, let's go poison damage.
Okay.
You gonna try to stun him?
She takes 1 radiant damage in return. Woo!
She takes less damage. Yeah, let's go stunning strike for that.
Okay, which one's that?
It's a con save.
29.
That's it.
Nice.
You fail. Go ahead.
Okay, my turn. Zack is going to bonus action. Zack will Hexblade's curse her with a bonus action, and then he will attack. Actually, he'll use the spell Tidal Blade, which is just a cantrip. It's just Blade of Surging Water, but I just changed it to a shorter name. It's a homebrew spell anyway. So Tidal Blade. And as he does Tidal Blade, he is going to precise strike it to gain advantage. And oh, wait a minute. I forgot she has the whole hitting back thing on Mage Slayer.
Yeah, she does.
I'll just attack her then. So I'll Hexblade curse her, but I'll attack her just with Tiebreaker. So in the first one, I'll activate the Great Weapon Master to take a -5 to it. And I will get a 20 to hit.
That hits.
It will do 26 damage plus 4, so 30 damage.
Ooh.
Oh no, sorry, 30 and the D8 from Precise Strike. One more.
Nice.
And then I will do a second attack, but I won't Great Weapon Master it because I don't have advantage on this one. So that one I'll crit though.
Okay.
So that one does 25, and I will expend a spell slot, second level, to hit with a Divine Smite for an additional 26 radiant damage. Oh, and plus 4 more for Hexblade's Curse again.
What kind of damage is that?
That adds to the slashing, so it's slashing.
Okay.
That's part of the, slashing damage.
Okay.
Let me look. I'm pretty sure. You gain a bonus to the damage rolls against the cursed target. The bonus equals your proficiency bonus. I have a curiosity question.
Mhm.
Just because I don't know. I didn't think about it until just now. Does Hexblade Curse add 4 to the sword and 4 to the Divine Smite, technically? Because they're 2 separate damage rolls? I don't know. I'm not trying to say it does. I'm just, I didn't think about that until just now. Because I haven't used Curse in a while.
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess I'll look it up, I guess. So for now, no, I guess.
She says it's too bad that the old man has claimed you as yours. I thought of adding you to my treasures. I think the old man and the one backing you would have some issues with that. And see how Dowroc decided to trust all of you. There is only one more I have to test, but you pass.
Who else do you have to test?
Todd.
Did you say Todd?
The young lady, please step forward.
I'm assuming Bryn is the young lady that he's referring to.
Yeah.
Or she's referring to.
She kind of flares. That lady Mara. She takes her position and says to her, "You smell something very tragic and dark. Something that hasn't arisen in quite a while. And I'm sorry for your experience with that for someone so young. Did my treasure save you?" Bryn kind of nods, says, "You were brave to come with him this far. Did you not have someone else to look after you?" She kind of tears up and nods. "I understand." She kind of walks up to her.
As she does that, you see Lloyd kind of getting ready to grip his sword.
And she kind of just hugs her. "You are a diamond in the rough. It's my treasures. If my treasure saved you, then he must have thought you important enough. Be by his side. All of you, go rest as Dowroc the glow kind of subsides and Dowroc comes back to consciousness.
Lloyd will take notice of that, and he'll kind of walk over and extend his hand out to Dowroc to help him up.
Grabs his hand. It's like, didn't bully them too much, did you? No. Now. Know how possessive I am of you. I had to see what they were made of. See if they're worthy of you. That kind of says, I understand. You're always doing whatever you please, but I'm glad that you accepted them. Though I wouldn't really have known me, I wouldn't have cared if you accepted them or not. So, at least you won't cause them any more issues from now on. Let's see. The feat that John so kindly gave Dowroc changed to something else.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the dragon feet. She didn't like it.
Oh.
This
The
is
telekinetic approval? Well, that was kind of
this is not the feat that Dowroc has.
Okay.
What? Again, I'm confused. The dragon feet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he got rid of that, and then what, got a different one?
Well, she cleansed the other one from Bahamut.
Okay, cool. I like it.
Hey. She says, I assume you saw the queen.
Yeah, she sucks.
And,
Oh, yeah, that bundle of joy.
oh, I see you have. Knowing her personality, she's going to keep you waiting for, she says first thing in the morning. She probably won't see you until midday. So, you guys can either come join me at the inn, or you can go to somewhere to sleep for the day to celebrate. Gems. You are now gems to my treasure.
Eh.
So I will refer you as such to new gems in my treasures hoard. I don't know where Lloyd's doing. He's just.
What hit?
I didn't know what Lloyd was doing. Everyone else was doing.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he'll go over there.
All right.
He's just hovering.
Yeah, he's just over on the side, like not doing much.
I mean, Megan will go with her, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, Zack will
Rusk.
company, I guess.
And she kind of picks up Dowroc like a kid, and picks up Bryn in her other arm like a kid, and just briskly, like not even slowing down due to like the weight.
As that happens, Lloyd notices Megan kind of look over at him for a second, and Lloyd looks at her and he goes, "Don't even dare," as he walks away.
Right. Guys, get a long rest.
Cool. Megan did not need it, but she appreciates it anyway.
As you...
Well, Lloyd needed it because he threw spell slots at her. So, very much appreciate it.
kind of embarrassed by her lifting him up again. It's like, I'm not a kid anymore. It's like,
You're the size of one.
it's kind of and anything you want to ask? Anybody wants to ask? Lady Mara?
Megan will ask, can we fight again?
Maybe someday.
Zack looks at her and he's like, "You're really in a mood to fight, aren't you?"
I'm always in a mood to fight. And she kind of gives Zack a look like...
Zack will look at her. He's like, "You want a rematch?"
Round 3.
And she kind of brushes off. She's like, it's probably isn't the time.
Probably not.
I don't think Zack can be charmed anymore. I was gonna say like Zack gets charmed or something. I don't think he'd be charmed anymore.
Well, is it, you mean like saving throw or?
Asimar, isn't it? Didn't you say that he's immune to being charmed or fighting?
No, he's not immune to that.
Oh, okay.
He can be charmed and frightened. It's just he has higher
Oh,
saving throw and everything because of the aura protection and stuff.
Yeah.
No, he's not immune to anything like of that.
All right. Well,
Because charmed is usually like charisma or wisdom, and those are his highest. So odds are he won't get, but he could. So
if the dice hate you enough, anything is possible.
I mean, you got to think when Blackheart showed up, he was the only one of the three that were still fighting or whatever that got stunned, and that was like I think a whiz save or dex or something like that. So I mean, yeah, sometimes I just get really low. I think I got like a 3 that time. Sometimes it's just meant to be.
All right. Well, assuming nothing else happens, after resting, Megan's gonna slip out in the morning and head back to that training area, and like just be like, when the rest of you guys get up are up the next day, you find her there, just kind of doing sword shit.
Does Dowroc?
No real reason, just
Was Dowroc
time.
at the same inn with us, or did he like go somewhere else?
no, you got the same thing.
Okay, I didn't know if like he stayed with her or something like that, and like if she had a place.
No, she sleeps. She passes out wherever.
Oh, okay. So she's like a nomad, like she.
She's probably drank some and then slept on the stool, like on the bench, the bar itself.
I think she and Johan would get along.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, because he doesn't really like anybody.
She just doesn't.
I can already hear Megan's jealousy after you say that.
He's strong enough to where she doesn't give a shit.
Megan's like, all right, now I want to fight her even more.
Like no one is. People who know her are smart enough not to do anything or bother her. So, and pretty much everyone in the city knows who she is. It's only that one odd guy who got drunk and did something to her that got launched across the room, launched across the block. So, where they went. Lady Mara is probably still snoozing when you guys wake up. So,
Well, once you guys meet back up with Megan, she's gonna suggest, she's gonna be like, so do we wanna go back and see if the Queen's actually gonna talk to us this morning? Maybe this
Was Dowroc here, or?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
like maybe the seriousness of the situation will actually compel her to not be such a tool.
That, or maybe we might get lucky and get a visiting with the king then, maybe. Maybe he won't be as occupied.
Val will second that idea. She would like to meet the king, since she gets kind of the sense that she'd be able to, talk to him.
You see, as Dowroc kind of listens, kind of nods, says, he may be more available today. I'm not really 100%.
Well, I guess let's go and see what we get.
And he goes to, let me show you Samara's grave first. And as they go over to the training ground, and says, behind a little ways, and just shows you a little memorial, kind of like a small, like a medium-sized owlbear statue made of stone. Here lies Samara. You left too young. You left too young, but still had a great impact. As you guys, as he tells a story about her death, and that the Queen, after a blow, after a claw strike, Samara was being trained as my companion, pretty much. And the Queen wanted to test her. She said she wouldn't get too into it, just because she knew it was training. But Samara landed quite a hit on her face and scratched her nose about like almost below the eye to the other end of the eye, and she kind of got that look in her eyes and brought her hammer down and brought her hammer down on her head and killed her. I don't remember what happened. I think I remember a little bit, but before I knew it, I was in front of her and I landed a blow to her exact same area that Mara did. And it's the first time that she told me that she was impressed by me, though I was knocked out soon after. It's really the only time she said that. So, this is where she's laying. She kind of puts his hand on Igo. Then you hear a voice from behind all of you. Oi! Is that the fourth?
Oh no.
The one that's so weak that he skipped one birth and child the fourth. Not the first son, but not the second son, but not the third, the fourth. And then you turn around and you see two people.
Is it the two people we're thinking it is?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
One on the right is... He sighs and says, "Hello, brothers." And he says, Griffin, it's like, "I'd like you to meet the Crown Prince, the unseen stars of the Corwood Empire, Griffin, Corwood, and Magnus Corwood." They say, "I see you're at that grave again." It's like, "Haven't you got over that yet?" Says the one on the left.
Is that, I guess, you said, aren't you over that yet?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
So Val really didn't like the fact that Dowroc got a dragon's feet.
Yeah. That's what I was commenting to John. I was just like, if I knew, I'd forgotten this because of pretty much what Megan did. Like, I wasn't even thinking that Vala would be upset about it until I was just like, oh yeah, she might be upset about it. Like, she had Martin before just as she didn't think she'd need to. It's kind of a thing. Right now it's official. It's kind of trying to come up with things that was similar to the other one. I was like, it's all right. And then I was like, saw this one, I was just like, that's just funny. It's like,
You mean like the one that you originally made that was similar was like, it's all right? Or
I was trying to make one that was similar to the feet, like for dealing extra damage and stuff like that and pushing people, but
And I'm back.
couldn't think of one that was a good one. I couldn't find one that was a good one that I liked that was different. As they get closer, you see they're about 6 inches tall, or about 7 inches taller than Dowroc, so the evidence of Goliath blood is definitely there. They're about 5'7". They're still shorter than you guys, but they're definitely imposing dwarf as a dwarf race.
they're tall dwarf people.
Yeah.
Jumbo shrimp.
Yeah, they're jumbo shrimp.
Yeah, jumbo shrimp. Yeah.
They also have the picture on the left doesn't. It's just mainly a placeholder. They have like the red hair that their mother does, and that you can see why that Dowroc was considered almost albino.
Mm.
Once you look at his brothers, like he was treated as lesser. Says, see you both are out early for your training, diligent as ever. It says more than what you've ever done here. At least all you ever do is watch people be decimated. There was that one time that you fought back.
Well, Lloyd's gonna kind of say it loud enough for Dowroc and really everyone to hear, and just be like, "Man, you got a great family there, man."
Is it weird that I want Dowroc to like beat the shit out of all these guys?
Dowroc, you should beat them all up and then become king of Corwood.
Make our lives easier.
The only person we haven't met yet is the dad, or the king. So I guess we'll see how he is and see if he's the same. Which it's trending in that way. Well, it's nice to know we all have family problems.
Yep. Yeah, Megan's gonna be like she's gonna kind of step right up to next to Dowroc and be like, "I don't like your family." She's like, "Let me know."
Lloyd and Megan are both ready to.
Let me know if you want me to beat the crap out of any of them. Just point.
Let's see here.
So, just curious, Nick, do you have character sheets for these two?
Yeah.
Okay. I just mean like if Lloyd and Megan end up trying to pick a fight because of it, I just didn't want you to be like, "Oh, I don't have it made."
No, I do. I've been prepared for this situation. So,
did we say we are waiting to see the queen right now, or what? What's happening exactly?
Yeah. Well, they came.
We went to see the grave first, and then they showed up right behind us.
Okay, that's right.
DC, doing some cleanup.
Well, that's what Lloyd and Megan are going to say when they beat up Dowroc's brothers.
Dowroc kind of holds and says,
like,
holds out his arms and says, "I got this."
So what? Dowroc's going to take them both on, or?
Yeah, Dowroc and I are going to take them both on.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Lloyd's like, "Well, let us know if you want us to jump in." Prince Maximus and Griffin.
Can you see my Dowroc's character?
Yeah.
Can you guys bring him up? I didn't know if you guys wanted to fight with Dowroc instead of me fighting with Dowroc.
Nick, why are you hitting yourself?
Well, I mean, you could we could do that. We could play as them.
I'd rather prefer you not play as them because I have things that I want to keep hidden.
Yeah. You could also just tell us how the fight goes and cinematically, you know.
It's whatever you want.
Yeah, it's totally up to you, man. This is a bad website.
We don't have a complete D&D session until John complains about D&D Beyond about 5 times.
Is that the average? I thought it was higher. We can't do we can't actually click things. Is the problem?
Oh, you can.
Yeah, we can't
You can't click Dowroc?
Yeah, I can't click damage or click abilities.
Oh, I can. So I guess I'll be Dowroc.
All right, cool.
I guess maybe Dungeon Master. That's why.
Yeah, that's got to be it. Let me.
I think Dowroc is still in the legacy.
Okay.
The copy, I think. Unless I delete it.
Yeah, I can do stuff to him in that one. So yeah, it's because he's DM.
I don't even see the legacy one anymore.
I'll invite you guys to it again because I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with that.
Well, I mean, I'm ready whenever you are. I mean, you'll just have to, if I do something stupid, be like, hey, don't forget that ability.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. They are both here. Magus gets a 7 and gets a 9.
Well, if
So they weren't quite ready for this fight.
yeah, if their initiatives are indicative of their power level, I don't think we have a problem.
All right, Dowroc's ready to go.
Okay. All right. Dowroc is first.
All right. He's going to shoot the thunder bus.
12 seconds later.
The Magus is stunned for that. I'm going to roll a d100. That's what we should do whenever that crap happens. I'm going to say Magus is stunned for the turn.
Okay.
After that. 1 and 2s are dumb. Whatever.
He'll punch him again then.
Okay. Pretty good.
22. Magnus again, yeah. 10 more damage to him.
And more damage. You know what? Yeah, go ahead.
Down.
Almost.
He'll arcane jolt.
Yeah.
To do another 6 force damage to him.
He's down.
And then he'll cast Sanctuary on himself and end his turn. Alright, Griffin. Do you have enough wisdom to hit me?
Probably not.
Yes.
He's rolling straight rolls. Nope. He does not. He misses 3 times.
Yes.
10 seconds later.
It's Dowroc's turn.
Okay. Dowroc's just gonna shoot a thing of fire at him again. So, dex saving throw.
It fails.
17 fire damage. And he'll sanctuary himself end his turn.
Okay. You hear coming up the stairs. Griffin kind of breathes heavily. What's going on here? As a soldier walks up. And Griffin stops what he's doing. He says, Uncle, what are you doing here?
Uncle?
Real quick before we get into story stuff again.
Yeah.
Since she got nothing at all in her last level up, would you care if I roll back Megan's level up and give her something else?
You mean like a different class or something? Or a different
Yeah,
thing?
I'm thinking I don't know.
You triple classing?
I think so.
Oh my goodness.
What's the third one?
You have to see.
I mean, I'm okay with it.
Oh man. Says, what's going on here? And Griffin says, Uncle, just welcoming brother home with a friendly spar. He looks around at Magus.
Dowroc's still just like fully on fire, just for still ready to fight.
Oregon says, well, that's going to have to wait. The Queen has sent for him. He did not show up when he was supposed to, so she sent me to go fetch him. Get your brother and get out of here. It's like you all have been. And he just kind of nods and says, follow me. So you guys waited and then got yelled at for not being on her time. So
Annoying. I'll be right back again. Sorry.
Triple class Megan. Dowroc, you still singling it out the whole time? You gonna be the only pure one the whole time?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know really what else you'd multi into except maybe like fighter, or I'm just thinking like maybe wizard, just because it at least is the same spell casting, but I mean it doesn't really, I don't want to say fit, but I mean it can, obviously. I mean, I gotta say I didn't expect to get items from the thing. That was cool.
Items from
from Wolfwood on the airship and stuff?
Yeah.
How we all got our... I didn't expect that. I was like, oh, that's cool.
12 seconds later.
I was gonna say, because what's her AC at now?
18.
Dang, she's got more AC than Dowroc.
The rogues. Her dex is pretty high. Her dex is her highest.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. She doesn't have to worry about yeah.
And then when she gets her armor, when she can wield the heavy armor, she'll have even more AC.
When can she? Oh, when she gets
Level up.
Artificer?
Yeah, the one last level in Artificer. She can
She
save the
started
armor.
Artificer, right?
Huh?
She started as an Artificer, didn't she?
Yeah.
Like that was her first class. Okay.
Who are we talking about?
Bring.
We're just talking about Bren.
Okay.
Yeah, Dowroc, you need to find some like dwarven armor here.
I don't know.
You should get some dwarven plate armor.
I don't know. What is his proficiencies? I think it's just medium, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what Dowroc has proficiency wise.
You know, it's not heavy. I know that.
Oh, well that's a heavy
I need
armor.
different. I need like half plate is what he wants. For
That's what Zack has to wear too, because he doesn't have enough strength technically to wear full plate.
Alec has 0 strength, so.
Well, Zack has 13, so it's like, you could wear Mithril full plate and get 18.
Well, maybe I'll do that.
Actually, yeah, because Mithril, you don't have to be proficient, right? Or is it
What's mithril half plates what I have right now?
is light flexible? Impose the. Oh no, I guess you still have to be. You still have to be.
That's what I have is the mithril flat plate. Anyway, it says follow me.
You should buff it. Don't you? What is? Isn't one of your infusions like a +1 armor or something? Or has it got to be non-magical?
It can't be it has to be non-magical.
Oh,
That's a bummer.
So it is. It says follow me. All of you, except for the brother who kind of just like trying to slap Magus awake. All of you follow him, and you are escorted back to the castle. And the guards don't give you shit because the brother's there. They announce on Dowroc forward Fate Weaver the Fourth, and then he returns and goes up to the. You all reach the court, and there is another person there
is it?
in the
Okay.
throne. And above him, you see a battle axe set on the chair, like above him, on a holder, and you see, in all his glory, Dowroc Steel Founder the Third.
Deal founder. It's King Vegeta.
He's king of the dwarves, John.
I mean,
He's king of the.
he is pretty small.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
And Dowroc is taken aback seeing his father there. Not expecting him to be there, but now he understands why his mother sent for him so briskly instead of just waiting like she would.
Yeah, that would do it.
Dowroc cross arms and bows. I greet the unseen sun of the kingdom of Corwood and the unseen moon of the kingdom of Corwood. As his father speaks and says, I see that you've returned, but not yet summoned. Says, yes, father. I have good reason for, and then he's cut off. And I also heard used your name, the Corwood name, in response to be summoned to have audience with the human king. And he kind of flinches at that. says, "Yes, Father. I assure you it was for a good reason. I would not use the name lightly." Says, "We will talk about that. I heard you need permission to enter deeper into the inverted tower." He says, "Yes, Father. It's very urgent that we get down there and investigate the ruins. Someone very dangerous is seeking an item of power there. And we can't let him have it. He's already decimated one place that seemed to be impregnable, and took the item of power there." And then King Corwood looks and says, "What do you say, my queen? Will you give him permission?" Kind of looks at her sternly, and she sighs and says, "Yes, I've thought it over, and he can go on condition that he take my brother with him to make sure that he doesn't damage anything while he's there." And so
Queen? Oh, so the uncle?
Yeah, the uncle. This guy right here.
Yeah.
With select warriors that will also go. And the queen will hand his uncle a note, like a royal note there, like as proof. General Corgon. And he nods at the queen and says, "Dowroc, Corwood, Fate Weaver the Fourth, for your punishment for using the Corwood name without permission, you will not be allowed to judge in this year's Inventors Fair."
All things considered, not too bad.
That's fine.
But
yeah, could be worse.
You are, even though you weren't summoned here, I saw what you did in Wizard Town and what you did in service there. Your rights are approved. You are now considered an adult.
Yay!
And there was much rejoicing.
There's much rejoicing. So, says, "Be gone," or "It's enough." So we can leave. If Dowroc wants to show, I don't know if what Lloyd wants, as we're walking and following him, is you tell them about the airship. They procure the airship, the human king, and that we can use that to get to the inverted tower. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, you guys can do that for sure.
Airship? Yeah.
Yeah, the airship. And how long will that take?
Probably another day. Unless you guys want to roll up on the place. You could probably push your speed a little bit, but you'd get there in the late evening, so there wouldn't really be a point.
Okay. Well, that is it for part 1 of Corwood. We can now go to the inverted tower.
While you guys are on the ship, after you settle back in.
No long rest.
He was waiting for you to finish.
No, it's a character thing. Don't worry.
Okay.
Dowroc is bloody and out of Leicestershire fire.
Val is going to approach Dowroc, and she has that book with her, and she says,
"I knew it."
What?
And she says,
"Nothing. I had a feeling.
I could make use of this, but I think it would be better suited if you or your girl took it instead." And she hands it to you and says, "This is a tome of clear thought. Following the training regimen in this book will help you expand your mind. But I think if our mission is going to succeed, it would be better if someone made use of it who is more capable of actually taking proactive action during a fight."
Mm-hmm. She wished it was like a spell book for her, and he actually do something. Oh, Okay.
What'd you say? You wanted it to be for Val, you mean? Or
Yeah, like a book for her.
oh,
Fine with me.
Nah, Val's gonna stay pretty much useless the entire game.
Ah, it's terrible.
she's not useless. Damn it.
Dowroc and Bryn. Dowroc is going, before that they get on the airship again, he's going to go back with Bryn to the bar and hopefully find Lady Bala there and say that, going to talk to Bryn on the way there and say that I know that we've had our hardships and you've seen what these people are capable of, and I know that they tried to leave, but this is more dangerous than I thought it would be. I believe for you, Lady Vala will be watching over you. But that is all right. Kind of.
Just
yeah, go ahead.
no. Go ahead. It's not story related. It's other related. But go ahead. Finish your thoughts.
Gives Dowroc a hug. Kind of kicks him in the shin again. So, you really don't know how to be a dad, do you? It's like,
Or maybe he knows how to be a dad really, really well.
all I want is your safety, and you came at a really weird point
In my life.
in my life.
It's like
I didn't realize I would have to be saving the world so many times. Going after powerful artifacts and
that's just what we do around here.
keeping a supermax prison from breaking out and destroying everything above it.
I mean, mostly.
But I'm sorry. I know. She'll take really good care of you.
Yeah, you even teach her some stuff.
Yeah. She'll probably even bring you to Mr. Vidmer. So, when she's not entertaining you. So, give me 1 second here. I'm going to bring up the uncle's picture.
Uncle?
Uncle?
Yeah, he's cool with that.
Yeah, he has a glaive.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good, we're bringing him. So he's Nappa.
Yeah.
He looks like Nappa.
Counselor Nappa.
He's a general. He's general.
Sorry, General Nappa.
He would have a mustache, but that's all right.
We can draw one on there. We can use our imaginations.
He's just Nappa. He's Nappa. I should just change to Nappa now.
No, so what I was gonna say is, so I picked up. Oh no, he's adding a mustache to him.
He's got a patchwork mustache on him. He does have that same armor. He does have that same armor points to him, so he is Nappa pretty much.
Literally, it looks like Nappa because he's got the same armor look to him. It's
the queen's brother, not the king's brother. All right.
Vegeta and Nappa weren't related.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That makes sense. Dowroc is a Saiyan. So the dwarfs are Saiyans.
Makes sense with
Because
everybody being a freaking asshole.
And then Dowroc uses the Kaioken.
It's Vegeta with a goatee. It's not King Vegeta.
Okay.
It's Vegeta. I looked up if Vegeta was king, and that came up.
Okay.
So it's not
King Vegeta.
It's still King Vegeta, yes, but it's not.
He's Vegeta,
but he's King Vegeta. Yeah,
King Vegeta.
Yeah.
You see how that can get confusing.
Yeah. I was trying to look for a different one. I was like, this is too silly, but I was just like, it fits. His armor actually fits like a medieval king. So.
I mean, it does. I mean, Nappa and Vegeta's armor. Look at him. Both in chat. They both are similar. They both have points. They both.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. John's doing his Photoshop magic over there.
And he says, Dowroc points out that the battle axe above the king is the axe of dwarven kind. So
now, what is the dwarf's? Dowroc doesn't know, does he? What's the dwarf's item? Is it the axe? Is it?
Yeah, the axe.
Okay, but Dowroc already warned his dad and everything, right?
Yeah, he just
all situation. So at least he knows to be a little.
The queen told him. Queen asked, why did when he left, and then the king, probably off screen, said, I heard that he returned. So what's going on? And then he just said that he wanted permission to investigate further beyond the public.
There he is. There's Apple. You know what's funny too? Look at the coloring of his armor. It's the same coloring.
It really
when
is.
They were the other color where they're like that red and like whatever Raditz sea style color.
Oh boy, what did I do?
What did
Anyway,
You did something amazing.
um
That's what you did.
you did. One of those you didn't even realize it.
oh, that's
No,
good.
so, quick thing. So I picked up the Flea Mortals book.
Yeah.
I don't know if so I picked that up.
What
So
can
we have access to those monsters and magic items now.
Nice.
Which
what comes in?
there's two. Well, so there's one item that I think Nick you would find fun. In for someone, or honestly John, maybe it's one of his characters, but it's this I saw. But I was like, huh, that looks like something that's kind of neat because it's a maul that you can hit people and then it basically casts Bane on them, so they have a -4.
Yeah.
1d4. But I was looking at two of them and I was like, there's a Mind Razor rapier sword that like if you hit you can expend a charge to make him vulnerable to psychic, and I'm like, well, that'll be perfect for Lloyd at some point. And then I saw one other item for Zack, some uncommon. It's Mantle of the Lightbender. It's literally just a cloak that once per day, when you get hit, you just teleport out of the way and it misses you. But it's an attunement. But I was like, well, I'll pick it up. I'll see what all's in there. They got quite a few like fun things. Like there's boots that give +2 to your AC, but I mean they're cursed. But, I mean, you know.
Man, here's about
but
that.
You can take them off, but I mean, yeah. So just for future reference, we have those available to us as well. So there were some fun ones in there. A lot of them are cursed. I didn't realize how many of them were cursed, but that could be a thing. But the two items that I initially looked at were not cursed, so I was like, oh, that's fine.
And for little fun, King Dowroc is a paladin, the Oath of the Crown, John.
Okay, cool.
I must fight him.
Hey.
Damn.
Yeah. He draws power from his citizens in the kingdom. So
The maul has a reach of 10 feet.
wow.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
The Star of Iron, it's got a 10-foot reach. When you hit them, they're hexed. Whenever they make an attack or saving throw, they have to roll a d4. And there's no like limit. It's just and you can use an action to change what it looks like. Well, of the head of it, not technically the whole thing.
Damn, there's a lot of good items in here.
Yeah,
Okay,
so there you
okay.
go. Now, I know you just gave us a bunch of items, but there you go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna
The only two that-
play
the only
with
two that
that
potentially-
later.
I was gonna say, yeah, the only ones that specifically stuck out were the Mind Razor for Lloyd at some point, because I mean I think it fits him, and I probably would have picked that over the cloak, but it's fine.
Immortal.
And then technically, Dowroc, you can craft uncommon items, right?
Yep. All right. Well, just subtract 250 gold from yourself.
Nope, 500 gold.
What? 2 of them?
Well, 2 uncommon items. I was going to make the Mariner's half-plate armor, and then I was going to make, or should I say Dowroc? Mariner's half-plate and the Lightbender cloak, or mantle of the Lightbender, but I'm just going to have him basically modify the cloak of protection that I have, so it'll vanish that off of his, like, jacket. So it'll just be the jacket still. So it'll only have the abilities of the mantle. For role-playing, it's just going to be the jacket that he wears still. So, 500 gold and, what is that, 5 hours worth of labor?
How many hours can I study that arm, John, without...
oh, man.
You can...
I have to, like...
You can get your second day during travel here. We stayed a night at the place too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're healed, if that's what you mean. Like, you should be
so
fully...
You could get your... You can... This could be your final day if you want.
Oh, man.
I'll be right back.
Do it.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, let's make it transformed.
As you guys are, as the party is heading north toward the town with the tower, you do kind of have a chance to read through the little dossier that the king gave you, and it has basic information, mainly that the inverted tower is all of them try to protect their power in different ways. And based on what little the crown knows about the inverted tower, it seems that the form that its challenge took was that you can gain the favor of the tower spirit, the avatar, by completing a challenge which tests your character. It will allow you to seek the bottom, or really the top, because it's inverted. If you can reach it, then you can ask it for one thing within its power, and that would theoretically include asking it for possession of the control item.
Or we could ask for all the riches in the world.
Sure, but like it would have to be something within the avatar's domain.
I know, he's the eternal dragon. He has to be within his power.
Wish, sounds like a wish spell.
Yeah, it's like a really weak version of the wish spell. Like theoretically, any simple task you could, like any simple outcome you could ask for. If you wanted money, it could like pull gold from the mountains, for example. But like it's unknown whether or not it could like resurrect somebody or something. And over the years since this was established, it was realized that even if there's a limit to it, this is a dangerous thing, and that's almost why they have established it as a tourist destination almost, because they can take you to the building, show you that there is quote unquote nothing else there, and then tell you the legend of the place, and send you on your way. And it allows them to maintain a constant presence there without it being suspicious, while also creating like plausible deniability about the whole thing.
Let's see.
Are we doing anything else on the way there? Are we like making more stuff?
What does Megan?
Probably.
Megan's pretty good, I think, right now. She has a sword that can actually hit people.
Dowroc is probably going to pass out after all that. Take a nap. Who wants an artificer spell of level 2 or level 1? I can give, like infuse like a rock or something.
I don't know what's on the spell list. Do you have to be attuned to it?
No, it's an object. You can touch one simple item or martial weapon, or one item you can use as a spellcasting focus. Okay. Simple or martial weapon, or one item I can use a spellcast. They can use as a spellcasting focus. I'm assuming that it does not take away from the abilities.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Then to Artificer of second level or lower.
Artificer. Is it just like a once per day or something?
No, you can use up to 10 times.
10 times?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be a tune?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It has to be. That has to be an action spell though, and you have to use it.
Okay. Never mind. I was gonna say like, hell, just shove 10 absorb elements into it and just be like, well.
Yeah, it has to be an action.
Still though, 10. I mean, that's like, let's see. You get alter self. You get disguise self, enlarge, reduce.
Yeah.
Grease, heat metal, invisibility, jump.
And you have to concentrate if it needs concentration. That's the only bad thing about Megan and Lars reduce. So that she can't concentrate while she's raging.
Yeah. And she can concentrate on things that aren't spells technically, but like that's very few things. Like I considered giving her like a level in Ranger, for example, to give her that favorite foe thing for a little extra damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
more magic missile.
Yeah, but more magic missile. Like I want to give her more of a reason to fight some battles out of rage, at least partially, and some semi-useful magic would be a way to do that. Like since you have elevated sight, I changed that out for bless.
Ooh.
Which like would be good for the party, or if you guys remember, she has the Horn of Valhalla. She just doesn't use it very often.
Just summon a bunch of things and then bless them.
Yeah. Give her a reason to fight a little differently.
Decides to turn against the party.
I almost gave her Bane because she's like supposed to protect people, and that would be a way to like keep other characters from being hit as often. But I don't like the save. I think that would kind of negate it. And if you hit more often,
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, if you hit more often, I mean that's a good way to protect people anyway. Like let them protect themselves.
That's kind of like Lloyd. I completely forgot his very rare item when we all got items. I forgot he got a Rod of Absorption, so he can absorb a spell that targets only him.
Yeah.
Completely forgot I gave him that. And I was like going to his attunements, and I'm like, oh crap, that's right, he had that.
Add that to your list of
yeah, I know my reminders.
Your post damage, yeah.
Well, I did that. So Zack, John, I made like a little cheat sheet for Zack because I kept forgetting like little things. And I was like, oh crap, I keep forgetting like backlash damage, this. But I didn't do one for Lloyd yet, so now I got to do one for Lloyd to make sure I don't forget something on him.
Yeah.
I could give Lloyd's sword heat metal.
Why would you want... He doesn't want his sword to glow hot.
No, I mean, I put the spell into his sword, so he can...
Oh, so he can touch something to do heat metal.
Well, he can point his sword at a range of 60 feet and do heat metal.
Yeah. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do that 10 times.
That's insane.
That
is that
is
just
crazy.
Like restore?
It's my double my intelligence mod.
Wow.
It's double my intelligence modifier. So
why do people think artificers are bad? So as you guys travel, you see that traveling, especially traveling over the mountains in Corwood, you see that you can see the structures that are kind of carved into the mountains. They come out to the mountainside and then kind of carry through inside, or there will be like big shelves carved out of the sides of a mountain where there's structures carved into the area beneath them, stuff like that. But as you head deeper and deeper north, further and further north, I guess,
those start to fade, and instead you see more settlements and locations built atop the mountain instead. And at this point, you have technically left Corwood proper, and you're into like the allied countries, part of the old Corwood Alliance. And by the time you wake up the next morning, you can see you are approaching a mountain that's been partially flattened off, where a relatively large city is built, and kind of in the back center of the city is a large building that large, like, squarish building that if you didn't know better, you would think it was the foundation of a large tower. And the flight captain announces that you're reaching your destination. There's no real great place to dock properly here, but they can put the airship into station keeping mode, and you can lower down by the pulley system to enter the city, that they are already aware that you're coming and that you shouldn't have any problems.
So we're made it and we're hovering.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's go.
We say Corgon assists on going first because he has the letter.
Makes sense.
All of them follow suit. We all follow suit.
Yep. Let's all exit and go.
Once you're down the streets, even though people were aware that you were coming, it seems like maybe the average person wasn't, and they don't get a lot of air traffic up this way, for lack of a better term. So you get some odd looks from the mostly, like you see a lot of Goliaths here, kind of minding their own business. The structures here almost seem a little more, like, a little older, a little more tribal than what you would have expected to see further south. And you didn't dock directly at the base of the tower, so you have to kind of travel a bit to reach it.
Okay.
If you want to do anything, where you can just head there immediately.
I mean, I'm good. I'm good. My characters are good to just head there.
Yeah.
And I cannot remember what the name of that character was, Nick, but they will be waiting for us when we arrive.
The new one, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it at the doors, I assume?
Yeah.
Pretty much the main.
Yeah, as you approach, and make note again that the building itself seems like it's wide and flat. It looks like the foundation upon which something else would have been built. But there's large swinging stone doors built into it, and people kind of shuffling around. Even some people that seem to clearly be from further south, even back in like Corwood proper, who have kind of come here to see it. And waiting at the door will be someone to meet you.
You see a woman in dark robes. Dowroc immediately, like, talking to somebody, and Dowroc immediately recognizes her as it says Simidath. Is that you? And then she looks up and gets a big smile on her face. It says, Dowroc.
Is this someone who actually likes Dowroc?
You're here.
Whoa. Wait, he has friends other than us? Like,
yeah. You told you guys about Simidath.
Megan's like, dang it, I don't have to fight this one.
You can. You don't have to, but you can still fight him.
Hey. You're here. Wow. I didn't even imagine you would be here. Is there something wrong? Why are you here? It's like, what are you doing here? Just as I look over this place.
At this point, she would definitely know that somebody was coming to examine the tower. She just wouldn't have known it was you, necessarily. So, once we tell her what's going on, it'll click, you know.
And, the general gives Simadath a note, and then she kind of opens it, and she's like, what kind of nonsense is this? And it's just, the note is just blank.
Okay.
Wait, the note that we got from
The Queen.
the Queen is blank, so she just handed us something, and we probably should have checked it, but we didn't.
Yeah.
Megan's like, hold on, I'm gonna run back there and kick her ass real quick.
Well, I guess I'll see how it plays out, but I have an idea.
Okay.
I don't know if this is the direction we want to go, but I'll take I'll be like, oh, sorry. She's trustworthy at Dowroc, right? So I mean,
Explains.
an idea that we could do is we do have a scribe in our party that could fake it. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean that's possible. If you
But
guys want to go that
I'll leave
route,
that kind of up to Dowroc.
yeah. I mean,
Because if we got a blank piece of paper, which I mean, it's on us for not checking it beforehand, or unless it's like invisible until a certain thing happens, maybe. But
I mean,
well, actually, I
mean,
guess I'll ask Val if she can examine it.
yeah,
Is it actually just a blank piece of paper?
she's willing to do that. Can I roll anything?
Roll a canna.
26. Like
It is magic.
one thing she's actually good at.
Magical. It's magical.
All right. Is there?
She decipher it then, because again, being a scribe, she might be able to do it. Or is the girl that's or the person that we just met when we arrived here, is that normal? Is it normal to be blank until maybe like they read it?
No, she just...
Okay, so she's acting like, well, this is blank.
Yeah, this is blank. It's like...
Okay, then yeah.
Can I attempt to determine the nature of the magic that's on it? Like, is it hiding something, or is there magic hidden within it?
You can tell from that there's an illusion spell on it.
So something is hiding the writing.
Yeah.
Can I try to dispel magic?
Yeah.
All right. Can I get a sense for? I'll cast it at 4th level, I guess.
Okay. You see any of you speak Giant or Goliath?
No. Do I have anything that translates it to stuff?
Wait, what was the question?
Do any of you speak Giant?
Does this let me read it? Let me read something. You also understand any written language that you see.
Okay.
Aha. I will cast Comprehend Language, because, it's one of those spells that I wish I would have had when we had Johan's note, but I didn't know it, and so I retrained and got it. So, yes.
Who has that, Zack?
Yeah, as long as I'm touching the piece of paper, I can read it, technically.
Okay. It says to stop Dowroc's group at any means possible. And the Goliath and the Goliath warriors next to you attack.
Of course they do.